us, we would think we would do the same thing. Because you look at our people, how the Matal actually did. Everybody would have been, everybody that would have been Afarim, they would have all dwelt in the same region. Benjamin, everybody dwelt in certain regions. So that's something that's interesting. So a lot of people take and learn from our culture. We're the only people that kind of dissipate and kind of get away from it simply because we done mixed and mingled in with these people. These people got us thrown somewhere everywhere now. Y'all all right with that? That's just being honest. It's amazing. I told you I got an opportunity to watch some Hindu people build a temple, and those people come in and build it without any paperwork. They can build it from memory. I mean, these people come right in, they work. These people don't go back to their homes for the entire duration of the time until that temple is built. When they bring them people over, those people work pretty much night. They let them off I think they give them like a couple of days. They would give them off. They took them to Six Flags, bring them right back in. That's all them people do at work. When we brought in, we would bring in 10 containers. It would be crates, and those crates would be so heavy. Sometimes it would break, like some of the stuff would break, like the poles, and had all the little different little carvings they have on them. They would fly somebody all the way over from India that could come and fix it. Those people could do that whole totem pole. I mean, almost as high as with each one of them about individual like this. I mean, you could even see them to the detail of the eyes. They would do that by hand. They could do it from memory. There would be a family trait where they would pass it down. It's impressive, but I think the part we should look at is a stolen trait. Because all this is a behavior or something that was taught to them. Same thing that was supposed to happen to us, like all of us being taught the Torah. So it should almost be like imprinting your mind, and that's something he told us he was going to do. Can you imagine these people build these totem poles and build a temple, and none of these people sitting around with no architectural paperwork looking, saying, listen, when they set them people on the ground on their land, those people go straight and go to work. And they don't go back to their families. They don't go home. It was some of them that were here, and I learned about the people with the dots. When you see the dot on the head, that means they're more dedicated than the others. So those with the dot, those guys will stay there. They wouldn't go home. They wouldn't go to their business. So when they start building their temple, they wouldn't go to their business. They were on. You would see these guys, and they would beg me to get them a discount for doing stuff for them. And the guy pointed all of them out. He said, you see that guy right there? Like, yeah. He owns those Comfort Inn hotels. I'm like, what? He said, you see him? He'll own like 7 or 8 Brewsters. All these guys will own all kinds of, they will own so much stuff. And these bastards have on some jeans and shirt. And they come, Tony, look, you will have blessings will come. I said, listen, I'm going to need to get my money. I ain't go for none of that junk. Don't talk about no blessing. I want my money. Them bastards had me to bring them somewhere. I said, I'm not coming done. Tony, please come. I will pay you extra. The run was paying me good. I was going to do it. But he offered to give me like an extra $50 or $100. I said, okay, boom, this cash rolled over down. I said, where my money at? He said, Tony, listen. God will give you. I said, listen, we didn't have no conversation about him giving me nothing. You told me, listen, you will have, and they brought me that food. Listen, all this, they let babies poop inside each one of them trays. I know what baby poop. That joke brought me. And they start running you, telling, don't you hungry? I like, nah, well, look at that thing. And I be hungry. I'm always hungry. But you look at, I know I'm not going to eat this baby poop. Listen, it's running. Ain't nothing solid in it. You just tell, they just let the baby squat, baby drop, and then they just moved another baby in the other little section. I'm not eating that stuff. I gave it to a homeless guy who was at a red light. He was saying he'll work. I looked at Joker. I was at that red light. I went. I said, hey, you know, he said, yeah. I gave it to him. That guy went, he said, what the? I was trying to light turn. That light like, no, nigga, you stuck. That homeless man finna throw that junk at your window. You finna be done. Man, that guy was pissed. I know he's thinking, that big nigga done messed in this tray and gave it to me? But I couldn't wait for that light to change, try to get away from that homeless guy. So that's why I'm kind of a little reluctant to run up on homeless people. I think Jahid did something to some homeless people. Because we done had several instances where homeless people have wanted to fight Jahid. Some of y'all haven't been with us. Listen, we was walking down the street. We was just, fellowship. We had got through eating. How many remember that? Who was we had a nice fellowship. Just me. We like, man, they were like, let's just go and walk our food. All right, let's go. So we walking downtown. We just walking down the street. And so there's a homeless guy in a garbage can. He walked by that joker. Look at Jahid. That joker followed all the way to the mall. Jahid kept trying to move and shit. That homeless guy wanted Jahid bad, too. We kept like, what did you do to man? Jahid is always a homeless guy. We went another place we went to eat for your birthday. We had that big giant, another homeless guy. We had like 2-3 homeless guys across the street to come see Jahid. Jahid is doing something that needed to be investigated. I'm like, how you know all these homeless people? Jahid was working out one day. A homeless guy got Jahid, just started doing exercise with Jahid. The homeless guy, Jahid, while he doing push-ups, lay on my back while I do push-ups. Come on, we got to go. How you convince a guy to lay on their back while you do push-ups? How do homeless people just get you involved with all this stuff? Jahid, we just got to work with Jahid. How many of y'all members of Jahid Temple? See, that's one of his members, too. How y'all feel about y'all pastor just being integrated with all these homeless people? He's a very caring individual. Twins, y'all ain't remember too, ain't it? I'm trying to add in there right. Them Jahid folk, look how he like, check your fruit out. That's all right. Yeah, it's a very strange time, people. Y'all seen all the migrants that's trying to get over here right now? From Guatemala. Y'all seen all them people climbing fence and tear gas? This stuff, listen. Oh, when I tell y'all just seat buckle in, y'all hadn't even begun to see nothing yet. This stuff is only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. Y'all see all these people leaving these places? And we getting fruits and vegetables from these people. Guatemala, y'all know how much food we get from these countries? So you understand how this is going to actually hurt the industry? These migrants that are leaving, a lot of these are workers in Guatemala. A lot of these people are workers in these different countries. These are the people, when y'all go to, this is something, my wife go to the farm market. I don't go to the farm market. First of all, it's not a farmer market, it's a pigsty. Oh, they don't know better. My wife don't know. My wife young. She don't know that. Let me tell you something. A lot of them hurting him. No self-respecting person know nothing about food go to that place. No self-respecting. Let me tell you something. That place is disgusting. It's just been honest. All of the food is from countries of lower standards. I don't get it. Look, nothing in there come from you. Guatemala, these folks don't wash their hands. These people mess and poop on top of their food. Chileans, all these folks, I don't eat that stuff. I barely eat chili. Okay, I'm trying to tell you, a lot of stuff, I've been out there and got that stuff. Listen, they got a couple of items. I bought fish from them. Pretty red sign. All that junk is a dye. They're injecting that junk with dye. They're holding this stuff. Let me tell you something. Y'all gonna eat. My wife gonna eat this. I tell her all the time, maybe just go to Publix. You safer at Publix. You are messing with these crackers and this nasty stuff they importing. They give y'all. Y'all not getting that fresh. That junk coming over here in containers. It takes a container. Once it loads, 45 days. That's as quick as you can get a container here in 45 days. Do y'all understand that junk sets? When it hits the port, it's either going to hit a train or it's going to hit a truck. When that junk come off of a train, come off that boat, that junk sets. John, you to work there. You to work at the port, didn't you? Am I lying? That junk set. That stuff is excruciating. That container is so hot, it's not insulated. That junk burning. Man, you can have people inside them containers. Man, it's so much stuff going inside that stuff. Y'all have no idea what be going in these places. Y'all have no idea. I had one guy, he said, well, they had cameras in their warehouse. They were unloading the warehouse. They went to lunch, came back. They looked back on the camera. They saw a guy had jumped out, climbed from inside the container, just took off running. They'll drill holes in the bottom. They'll drill holes in the bottom of the container so they can run a little tube so they can mess and piss out of it. Y'all be surprised with these people. These people stash away in some of this stuff. They ain't finna throw away that stuff, pull the dead person out and just get it in the market and let y'all get it. Now, you know about them? Come on, congregate. Work with me, people. Lancaster, what you doing, Lancaster? That's 2 days straight. But I appreciate the support, though. But Lancaster be like, he be right there. That is true. On a stack of Bibles. You seen it. He said, I got it. But no, it's bad. It's really bad. That farmer market stuff, listen, the fish is disgusting. I done bought fish from them several times. It's disgusting. This stuff not fresh unless you're going to get a live fish out of. That junk so old, all they going to do is just keep that junk on ice. Y'all don't know, you can't hold that fish on ice. John, you'd be a shrimper too and fisherman. How long can I hold fish on ice in the store? You finna get your name on the board. Go ahead. How long? Can I hold fish on ice for 2 weeks? Go in there and see how quick they change that fish out of there. That fish, you can only hold that fish on that ice in there. You don't keep that stuff in there a few days. You got to get rid of that stuff. You playing with shrimp and you can't leave that stuff on no ice but a few days. That junk got to get out of there. They already done, listen. Do you understand what fresh caught means? That means I just took it out the water. When you take fish, shrimp, and that junk out the water, you got to get that junk on ice immediately. That stuff will start going bad quick. And it become poison. The fact they caught it, they already kept this junk on ice for when they took it off, when they caught it on the boat. When they transferred it off the boat, they put it on ice. This junk sat somewhere before it even reached the store. Plus, they waited until they got rid of the junk that already sitting out there. Then they put that junk out there and put a sign say, fresh caught. Well, me and I should be able to walk out the back door and see the boats and see the water I just got it from. There should be some boats at the back of this store, at this place, that's sitting here with water running down the side that just came in and me and unloading it. Y'all, I know. Y'all just be wanting to eat some stuff. I just been with you. If the cab form I can burn to the ground, all I can offer them is some more gas. I don't even that junk, man, that stuff so, the place not even authentic. It's disgusting. It's just disgusting the stuff they give. Y'all I don't eat from all these strange places. Listen, now y'all go to a lot of these countries. A lot of these countries are disease infected. Listen, rodents, pests. Listen, a lot of these people don't wash their hands. They don't have the hygiene. We just getting white people to wash their hands. These are your pickers, your harvesters. Okay. These people learn, listen, them folk defecate and mess right down. Mother Smith, y'all grew up picking, who grew up in the fields? Anybody grew up in the fields? Mother, did y'all poop and piss on top of right there where the stuff was? Or did y'all come out of the fields and go in the woods somewhere? These people don't do that. Y'all be so happy to eat that stuff. Telling, oh man, these island people are very nasty. Okay, y'all believe what y'all wanted. These people, then niggas love to try to intermix themselves with the South American people. These people will poop and piss right there on top of the crops. They just call it fertilizer. You can't eat human waste. You can't do it. You better off eating cow's dung. Ain't other dung than your human dung waste from humans? Oh, they ain't hurt now. There's a ground, Monty. There's a ground. They love that place. Man, again, I grew up in the municipal market, the curb market. Curb market was real with it. Ain't that right? They ain't tell you no lie. No lie, no game. Here it is. This is what you get. Once we start integrating, letting all these people come in, listen, then they let the Asians come in there and start buying the curb. I went to the curb market when no Asian didn't have no spot. Y'all remember when the curb market, it was white folks and black, them folks be standing there, they'll cut that meat up for you right there, big giant haul hanging. Then you know what happened? The Asians came in there. You know what they started selling? 100% clean chitlins. You think, I believe, an Asian can pick a chitlin and pull all the mess up and their eyes ain't all the way over? You think, I believe, I know Stevie, one of them peak. You're going to miss, Dwayne, play something do like this. The whole time you do, I just want to see how. See that? See what I'm saying? You good, that's what I'm saying. There's too much going on, ain't it? There's too much going on, don't believe them, they're peaking. Just don't believe these people. Listen, y'all can't trust these people. It's too much going on. Y'all know how long it take to clean chitlin? I eat the clean chitlin. You got to concentrate. You got to know. I was clean chitlin smoking weed, and I messed around and blinked out for a minute and came back, and I couldn't remember which was which. Boy, that took a long time. All I know is I ate. Now, what I ate, I don't know. Whether in the bite, out the bite, I cannot tell. All of him know it. That's the truth now. I messed around with smoking that weed and blinked off because you smoke, you be concentrating, you'll blink off. And when I came back, I looked and tried to remember, which one he was the trash? I think about the last time I had, when I listen, and I went for the thought, and these were 100% clean chitlin. We've been trusting other people do stuff that we've done for years. We understand the work, the reason. They're like the collard greens. Let me tell you something, old people. Growing up, let me tell you something. You couldn't get no old person to eat nobody a collard green they didn't know them. Nigga walk straight in the plate by collard green. Am I lying? Them folks, you try to get, they be like, no, they'll tell you, let me tell you something. Greens will get maggots on them. Them worm, and they'll turn green from being on them. And them, do I know what I'm talking about? You got to watch green. You just can't, you got to get you a little detergent. You got to wash them green, soak them green. They just rip them. You got to learn how to tiger it, rip them and turn them and how to cut them. A lot of stuff. I've done it all. I had to cook all my own stuff. I got my wife, let her get her have some fun. I did all that myself. Black eyed pea, you name all, I snapped this. I done it all myself. I don't need no woman to cook for me. But I let her get in there so give her something to do. It's like Yahuwah. He said, listen, I put all this together by myself. I'm just giving you something to do. That just mean I don't need nobody to cook. I can cook for myself. I know how to clean green. I can clean chitlin now. Who want to eat some? I'm going to smoke some weed now. I'm gonna have to be high. I'm gonna have to be high now. When I blink off and come back now, they're gonna be on them. I'm telling you, it's a lot of stuff, but you gotta know how to burn an onion on the stove so you can kill that smell. They don't know nothing about like that. You get an onion, burn that onion and help get that. See, they don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about getting a wet towel and put it on them when you cutting the onion so you take away absorb something so you don't cry. You know about that too, like that? Let me ask you a question. They can say, had Lancaster. I already know that. Let's roll them up, y'all. Roll them up. Lancaster, at some point today, we're going to need you to get you another check. Just at some point. I asked her, she laughed before I can even ask her. So, but you know about the wet towel when you put it in? You know about it? How many of y'all say we ought to give him a chance? How many of y'all said we don't give nobody no chance? Everybody get the same thing. I like that. That's what I'm saying. We got to be ruthless. So now, and give you a check. So now what we're going to do, I try to tell y'all this so y'all, we got too comfortable. There's a lot of stuff you just eat for people, black eyed peas. People don't know. See, when you take them black eyed peas and you get them, when you put them in now, you got to stir them peas up. The ones that float, you got to get them peas out of there. How many of y'all didn't know about black eyed peas? There's a couple of them. I know it's more than that. So it ain't just, I appreciate it. It's about, they don't know nothing about no black eyed peas. Them niggas think that them shoes that you do well. It's a lot of stuff. You know what? Them black eyed peas that sit on the top float, them things will kill you. They had you sick. You can't, a lot of stuff. That's what I'm saying now. I'm guilty of, we just walk in places because somebody got a sign over there saying 98%, and somebody that got one saying 67%. All them bastards dirty. I don't watch these people. I don't watch put on gloves and still do stuff they ain't got no business. I say, hey, what you doing? They got pissed with me. I was like, hey, what you doing opening up stuff with the glove? Don't make, you should open it. They think it's because we fall asleep or we see gloves. Let me ask y'all a question. How many of y'all ever seen somebody wash plastic gloves? So why is it our psyche is we feel better when somebody got a rubber on their hand? They got on 2 rubbers. If they having sex, maybe that work, and that's only 98%. Why are we so comfortable when somebody put on gloves that we feel like it's clean? You ever seen somebody wash gloves? It's just everything we see, styrofoam, all that stuff, and that stuff got oil in it. You get to scraping that styrofoam. Y'all know what styrofoam made out of? So that stuff got oil in it. We just so comfortable, we just enjoy and just take. You know what's amazing with styrofoam? You take styrofoam and put it down, it's bad for the environment. So, Chris, if I put my hot food in the styrofoam, some hot food in the styrofoam, man, where did that mother? No, that's safe because dishes don't be washed. I just heated up some with oil in it, and it became toxic. But I feel better because it ain't a plate. We just be so comfortable because you know what didn't happen to us? We just fell into everybody do it. We just comfortable with everything they give us. Let me get it straight now. I have done the same thing. It's just we so accustomed because we see so, again, we talked about once you see so many people fall into, so many people do something, it's just natural that you just assume it's okay because everybody doing it. Y'all all right? There's a lot of stuff we got to cut. These people can't, then we supposed to be health, herbalists, ologists, and everything else. People trying to be so health conscious. These people killing us with everything out here. These people killing us. You know, I was looking at something. What was that in England, 1 out of every 3 kids is getting infected through toxic air from the schools. 1 out of every 3 kids in the UK. So I was telling him about kid news. So I said, well, let me check out some kid news, see what's going on with kids. A lot of stuff going on, I knew. Those crackers over there, these are the children of those crackers. These white kids getting infected from schools, from the pollution in school, toxic. I did say toxic. And those people have better care for their kids than the French got one of the best lunches you can ever have. You know, they don't feed kids. They actually have their kids, they actually gourmet cook those kids' food every day. Their food, they're health conscious. But you know, the French are nasty. So what they say when some nasty people got better lunches than we got? The French, some of the most disgusting people you ever want to see. A lot of these people we don't read in the contact, they know that they do. A lot of stuff they made a trap. Oui, monsieur. First of all, you walk up to me talking about you got to piss. How is this sexy? When I got to piss, I don't tell nobody unless I didn't use your restroom. Oh, oui, monsieur. That's your personal business. But we just run off and we just be so impressed with these people. They made other people look attractive of us. The French have been dominators of us. Just like, and hate had they not. But their language seems to be more astute for people. It makes you look more astute when you can speak French. Yet all these people have been dominators and conquerors of us. The French did more damage in the Congos than any other white crackers. How many of y'all didn't know that? Shoot, man, listen. Them crackers maimed and murdered over 15 million in the Congos. Yeah, and that's just in the Congos. The French are some of the worst bastards you're going to meet. When I was coming along years ago, in the 70s and 80s, it was what? That's exactly right. If you went to college, a foreign language, it was going to be French. Why? Anybody that graduated in the 70s, that was going to be the popular language. In the 70s, it was going to be French. That was it. You were going to learn French. That show you the dominance of Greek education. You go to college, that's Greek. But then they're going to push French on you. Will show you all these bastards are together. We're the only people divided. We are the only people that's divided. And we keep going right back to white people university. And how you owe these crackers something for telling you something you already knew? We paying debt for a cracker to tell you something that you already knew and for wrong information. It's bad. We ain't going to talk about that too long. Y'all don't like talking about stuff like this. I challenge yourself by trying to find out something you didn't know. You say, well, what is I don't know? Everything. You don't know everything, so you need to challenge yourself and start looking at just how many different things work against you. How many things are operating around you that you're just not conscious of? Why are these people not telling us that all this stuff going on right now, the same plagues of Mizraim? All of a sudden they got a mysterious disease, Brandon, where kids are dying. Can we think of anywhere where something like that happened? All of a sudden we're finding all these gnats. Can we think of anywhere where something like that happened? Can we think of anywhere where red so-called algae has started polluting oceans and ponds and fish have started washing up? Can we think of anywhere where frogs have started invading and overpopulating on land? Is there anywhere that we can recall that something similar or exactly happened? Guess I had to think on that one. Mr. Yahuwah talking. Mr. Yahuwah talking to us. And you know, and the sad part for us, these crackers don't want us to be informed about this. Because when we start looking at this and you start going back and they want you to look at history and what they'll count. I can look at these cracker history. A lot of their history don't even date back far enough. A lot of the names and culture, look, just like Ethiopia. What is this? Something they made up in the 1900s? They just made this up in the 1900s. Elsa said, what was it in the 1800s? And in the 1700s? And in the 16 and the 1400s? What was it called? All the stuff that we sit around and we force our kids to learn or we learn or we impress upon ourselves, this stuff don't even date back that far. Just sad. It's just sad that we let these crackers just force a lifestyle on us. And then we run out here and we refute it. We refute other people's information based off of some crackers. Some crackers who don't even exist long enough. It's bad. It's bad what white people do, though. It's just bad. It's bad. Y'all young people, y'all got an opportunity to sit down and really get some deep information. Don't count on the internet to give y'all your information. All your information you're going to go get it from the internet. One machine that spews out information in everybody's computer. Every country got it. They can block it, or they can just source, or they can just use another source. That's how we get everything we got. We go and we link into what they say, and hopefully they'll let somebody in. Or Google will come up with no results. Because they had it and they took it out because too many people keep trying to get it. They're keeping up with hits. How many people keep trying to find these words that's becoming too common? Too many people starting to question their existence. Too many people starting to question their heritage and idea. So all Google just go and take it away. It don't exist. And tell you to go back and try another resource. Or try to do something different or check the spelling on it. Or maybe what you're looking for just don't exist. So I need you to come back and start thinking the way I need you to think. Everything that's true for you come up in your computer. If you can't find in they open it called computer. If you can't find your computer, it don't exist. That's not dangerous? If you can't find a word, then the word don't exist. It's got to be a definition. Look at it. If Webster ain't got it, where you get it from? These crackers got the ability and the power to give us all our information. They're going to limit or access according to how they feel. Because they're going to look at welfare. White people always got to look at their welfare when they give you information. If I gave you information at your fingertips, at your availability, that will empower you. Now, what's going to happen to me? Come on, son. Let us look. I'm talking about all those that are able, go down and call upon you. Most High Yahuwah, Alahi of Yasharal, we come and call upon you through your Ben Yahusha, asking for change and restoration, asking for purification, asking for justification through your Dabarim. Ask you to search us and try us to see if there be any wicked ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the way everlasting. Asking you to inform us with information prevalent to salvation, that we fail you not. Asking that you grant us the Ruach HaKadosh, that we might know how to walk, that we might please you, that we might abound more and more. Asking you to Barak the Berith that you gave to Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, the Yahudim, Yasharal, in the way of Yah. Asking you to barak us to zakah, that which you committed unto our trust, to our abbas, to our abbas, even unto us, blotting our sins and iniquities and trespasses, that we fail you not. Asking you to lead us into the way everlasting. Asking you to purify us from within, that it might manifest without. Ask you to let your Dabar be heard by a nation, that an arm might be formed, that we might be resurrected, that we might see your Pani. Asking you to remember those that are gone astray and those taken from us. Asking you by your Rekam that you would restore us before it's everlasting too late. Asking that you would remember every situation, every need, every desire of your arm. Those we commit to you in Palau, those that's in Palau with, that we might truly be the arm that you're calling for in these last and these evil Yamins. We're asking that as we prepare to move further in this service, that you would take full control, that you would get the halal, you would get the kabul and the kabod, and the Hashem of Yahusha HaMashiach,
weep aloud. Let us all say, Amen.
We don't have the heat on, do we? Oh, boy. Well, you can clap me in good, man. Thank you, sir. Where we going? Who? How many of y'all agree with that? How many of y'all think we're going somewhere else? Romans chapter 15. and 4. Romans 15 and 4. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things,
Over and give me Aleph. First Kings, they're going to call it Malachim. Listen.
for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the Scriptures, might have hope.
That's good. If we through patience, comfort of the Scriptures, might have hope. Aleph Malachim, 1 Kings chapter 12, at verse 7. Let's see what happened. I made a statement. Let's see how it worked out. Listen to the book.
But as for the Beni of Yasharal, which dwelt in the cities of Yehuda, Rehoboam reigned over them. Then Malach Rehoboam sent Adoram, who was over the tribute, and all Yasharal stoned him with stones that he died.
Yeah.
Therefore Malach Rehoboam made speed to get him up to his chariot to flee to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
So Yasharal rebelled against the house of Daud unto this yom.
Listen.
And it came to pass, when all Yasharal heard that Jeroboam was come again, that they sent and called him unto the Adah, and made him Malach over all Yasharal. There was none that followed the house of Daud, but the tribe of Yehuda only.
Yeah.
And when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Yehuda, with the tribe of Benjamin, and 180,000 chosen anashim, which were warriors to fight against the house of Yasharal.
What happened?
To bring the Malkuth again to Rehoboam the ben of Shalom.
Yeah.
But the Debar of Elohim came unto Shemaiah, the Ish of Elohim, saying,
What did he say?
Speak unto Rehoboam the ben of Shalom, Malach of Yehuda, unto all the house of Yehuda and Benjamin, and to the remnant of the people, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah,
do what?
Ye shall not go up, nor fight against your Achim, the Beni of Yasharal.
What do you want to do?
Return every each to his house.
Where did it come from?
For this thing is from me.
He said, it's from me. Listen.
They hearkened therefore to the Debar of Yahuwah, and returned to depart according to the Debar of Yahuwah.
Yeah.
Then Jeroboam built Shechem in Mount Ephraim, and dwelt therein, and went out from thence and built Penuel.
Yeah.
And Jeroboam said in his heart, Now shall the Malkuth return to the house of Daud.
Y'all hear this? He said, now shall the house of Daud. Now shall the house of what happened?
Now shall the Malkuth return to the house of Daud.
He said, now you're going to get the kingdom. You're going to get the empire back. Tell him what happened.
If this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of Yahuwah at Jerusalem,
what they going to do?
Then shall the heart of this people turn again unto their Adon.
And what's going to happen to you?
Even unto Rehoboam, Malach of Yehuda, and they shall kill me.
That's why you can't let you access a lot of stuff at your fingertip. You just can't have open information. Nobody's stupid. Once we catch on, what you think we're going to do? White people ain't stupid. They know this ain't going to be a thing and we just going to become informed. We're going to go get no dashikis. And we just going to come up with no Nefertiti around our neck or nobody else's titties. They know once we return back to the empire, they already know what's going to happen. It's going to be bad for them. So white people got to make sure they limit your access. Y'all all right? That's just being honest. White people ain't stupid. Just like, listen, they don't read your book. If your own Malaks have caught on to understand that if we return back and we got there, what was going to happen to him, what you think these people, don't you think these crackers know what we're going to do to them? Once we find out what you've done to us, so let's see what else happened, bro. Since he built these things at Shechem and Penuel, was that the house of Elohim? Face of Elohim? And what is Penuel? And somebody said, judge? Don't worry about it. Listen.
And they shall kill me and go again to Rehoboam, Malach of Yehuda.
So what happened?
Whereupon the Malach took counsel and made 2 calves of gold.
And what did he do?
And said unto them, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem.
What he told them?
Behold thy Elohim, O Yasharal.
You say he made a pickle and put it on a stick?
And made 2 calves of gold. And said unto them, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem.
What did he tell them?
Behold thy Elohim, O Yasharal.
So what happened?
Which brought thee up out of the land of Mitzrayim.
So what happened?
And he set the one in Bethel, and the other put he in Dan.
And what happened?
And this thing became a sin.
Why?
For the people went to worship before the one,
Even
unto Dan.
we went these people judgment. These people got enough sense. I mean, you gotta just look at the practice of what you're saying. Even people putting. Why people just learn to put ox? What made them just go and put an ox? But see, our law had already taught us against stuff like this. See if that's the 4th chapter of the book of Daniel. All our Hadabarim, 4 and about 11. Let me see what that say. Deuteronomy, they'll call it. Dabarim. Listen to the book.
And ye came near and stood under the har, and the har burned with fire unto the midst of Shamayim with kashak, clouds and thick kashak. And Yahuwah spake unto you out of the midst of the fire. You heard the voice of the Dabarim.
You did what now?
Heard the voice of the Dabarim.
But what did you not do?
But saw no similitude, only ye heard a voice.
What happened?
And he declared unto you his barith, which he amar you to perform, even 10 amar, and he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone.
What happened?
And Yahuwah amar me at that time to teach you statutes and judgments, that you might do them in the Beth, whither you go over to possess it.
See that? I already trained you before you got there. How many of y'all were kids and y'all parents would take y'all to other relatives or people's house? Took y'all before. How many of y'all parents would tell you something before you get there? And what were you supposed to perform what they told you? Listen, I'm going to tell you now, before we go in here, don't eat nothing. I don't want you in here playing these people's stuff. Don't you mess with nothing. And if you do, I'm going to beat your behind right there. So when you got there, what were you supposed to perform it? And you understand that as a man. So it makes sense to teach them before they got there. Just like we learning customs and now. So before we get into the Malkut, we already supposed to know. Listen.
Take ye therefore ta'ub heed unto yourselves.
Take real good heed to yourselves. What happened?
For ye saw no manner of similitude on the Yom that Yahuwah spake unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire.
What happened?
Lest ye corrupt yourselves.
And do what?
Make you a graven image.
Like what?
The similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female.
Yeah.
The likeness of any beast that is on the Aratz.
Like
the
a
likeness.
Ox? Like a calf? Like a sheep or a goat?
The likeness of any beast that is on the Aratz.
At Aleph Malachim, 1 King chapter 12. What we left off, 23?
28.
28. Let's see what he did. This will tell us what he did.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
Whereupon the Malach took counsel and made 2 calves of gold, and said unto them, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold thy Elohim, O Yasharal, which brought thee up out of the land of Mitzrayim.
Tell them what happened.
And he set the one in Bethel, and the other put he in Dan.
See that? They put that in the house of Elohim. Bethel, that's the house of Elohim. And that's where he put it at. And where he put the other one at?
And the other put he in Dan.
Judgment. Dan's supposed to shop at his people. He put the other one in judgment. Listen.
And this thing became a sin.
See that? And this thing became a sin. Why?
For the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan.
Yeah.
And he made an house of high places, and made Kohanim of the lowest of the people,
See that? Listen what happened.
which were not of the Beni of Lui.
Yeah.
And Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month,
Yeah.
on the 15th day of the month, like unto the feast that is in Yehuda.
See that? That's amazing how white people done sit here and created all this stuff and fictionalized all this stuff they giving us. They gave us Jesus Christ. Took a man they made up. They couldn't even find him in 1611. Can't even find him recorded Jesus in 1611. White people sit here and they made and fictionalized all this stuff and they gave it to us and we just sat down and we just started to come, we just started to form, they just started to worship. All the homage we gave to this image and stuff that they created, make no mistake, it's the homage that should have went to Yahuwah. They knew what they were doing. White people knew that if we returned back, if we got back, that's why they got us so, we don't know where we come from. There's a whole purpose of mixing and mingling us and throwing us around so we don't know customs. We don't know a lot of things that we would have known. We don't know. We did stuff before almanac was created. White people built almanacs off of us. Telling them when to fish. Tell them about when the Yarick, when it was going to be high or low or different things. White people built all that off of us. You know what I mean? People started buying almanacs. Almanacs used when people got it, were farmers were using them. But they didn't understand, we already knew it. You know, he called us a hypocrite if we couldn't discern the face of the sky or if we couldn't read an almanac. White people watched us. You know, old people look, they said, my dad be outside, he said, it's going to snow. I said, wait, he told me he could tell how cold it was. He said it's going to snow. And it was too cold. He said it's not going to snow. He said it's not going to stick. It's too cold. I was like, what? They've been around long enough that there was certain things they learned. They learned those traits from other older people, and they heard them speak of it, and they heard them tell, and they seen it come to pass. So then they came along, they would say the same thing. That's what white people try to kill us away from. We weren't even hearkening to the counsel of the old men. Y'all know who counsel we hearken to? The young men. They're like Roboham did. We won't answer to the counsel of the old men. They've been around and tell us what we need to do. Back up in that 12th chapter, at about verse 5, please, sir. I watch with him. They'll go get advice from another young man ain't done nothing. I don't understand what y'all get from it. You think I'm going to go ask somebody for some advice with some kids ain't raised no kid? There's absolutely no advice you get. Your baby, your child is 1 day older than mine. I'm going to ask you for advice. You still struggling. I'm going to ask somebody who already done went through it, who done saw the errors of it, who realized I did it that way, but now I see I should have looked at doing it this way. Or they look at maintain course. That's just being honest. Like, do you know they'll get together as if two titty-sucking baby mamas will sit here and ask each other what to do. But then he told the aged women to teach the, but the young men teach the young men. Let's see what happened. That's 12 and 5. I can help y'all out with a lot of stuff. Y'all just like asking people. A lot of people don't like what you're going to tell them. If it's something you want to do, you want to ask somebody who got the same mind you got, who's going to go and sign off on your foolishness. You don't want about got no experience, look at, you've already done it. You went through it. What can you offer? You can offer me something whether I can say, I appreciate that because I was looking to do this, but now talking to you, it gives me more insight to say, I'm going to probably be better off going this way. Somebody who ain't done it, you still in the struggling years. You done just got a method you just invented. You only used a week. You don't give it to me. Listen to the book.
And he said unto them, depart yet for 3 yamim, then come again to me. And the people departed. And Malach Rehoboam consulted with the old Anashim that stood before Shalom his Abba while he yet lived.
See that? He went to some men had experience. They stood with Shalom. I mean, come on. Not only was he the richest, but he wasn't the wisest. So you've been with him. What happened?
How, and said, how do ye advise that I may answer this people?
Yeah.
And they spake unto him, saying, if thou wilt be a servant unto this people, this yom.
So that you be a abad to these people. And what happened?
And will serve them.
And serve them.
And answer them, and speak ta'ub dabarim to them.
Yeah.
Then they will be thy servants forever.
That's what I'm talking about. There's some good advice. He said, son, if you're going to lead, you got to serve these people. What happened?
But he forsook the counsel of the old Anashim.
And did what?
which they had given him.
Because nigga ain't trying to do no work. I'm trying to let niggas serve me. I ain't trying to be serving nobody. Listen.
And consulted with the young Anashim that were grown up with him.
Yeah, some niggas ain't did nothing. These niggas they ain't even no ranking for no ruling. And you gonna ask these niggas something? Listen.
And which stood before him. And he said unto them, what counsel give ye that we may answer this people?
Yeah.
Who have spoken to me, saying, make the yoke which thy Abba did put upon us lighter.
Yeah.
And the young Anashim that were grown up with him spake unto him, saying, thus shalt thou speak unto this people that spake unto thee, saying, thy Abba made our yoke heavy.
Yeah.
But make thou it lighter unto us.
Yeah.
Thus shalt thou say unto them,
what are you gonna say?
my little finger shall be thicker than my Abba's loins.
What happened?
And now, whereas my Abba did lade you with a heavy yoke,
What happened?
with a heavy yoke,
Yeah.
I will add to your yoke. My Abba hath chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions.
See that? Goodness. What happened?
So Jeroboam and all the people came to Rehoboam the third Yom,
What happened?
as the Malach had appointed, saying, come to me again the third Yom.
Yeah.
And the Malach answered the people roughly, and forsook the old Anashim's counsel that they had given him,
What happened?
and spake to them after the counsel of the young Anashim,
Yeah.
saying, my Abba made your yoke heavy, and I will add to your yoke.
Yeah.
My Abba also chastised you with whips,
Yeah.
but I will chastise you with scorpions.
Yeah.
Wherefore the Malach hearkened not unto the people,
What
for
happened?
the cause was from Yahuwah,
See that? He said, but the call was from Yahuwah. What happened?
that he might perform his saying, which Yahuwah spake by Hiah the Shilonite unto Jeroboam the son of Nebat.
What happened?
So when all Yasharal saw that the Malach hearkened not unto them,
Yeah.
the people answered the Malach, saying, what portion have we in Daud?
What they want to do?
Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse.
So what happened?
To your tents, O Yasharal.
Do what?
Now see to thine own house, Daud.
That's how we looked at it. That's how people looked at it. He don't talk to us no any kind of way. He already knew what kind of people. We ain't going for it. That's crazy. Ain't nobody looking to get no harder chest time what I'm already getting. Ain't nobody looking for stuff to get worse. We're looking for stuff to get better. He said, man, you got to talk up about things getting better. Not getting worse. Y'all all right? Yeah. All that's important for the setback to consider. Give me Matthew chapter 11, verse 25. Matthew. Before you get that, see if it's see if it's Oriya. No. Let me see if it's 10. Might be more what I want. 10, 25. Let me see something. Listen to the book.
And behold, a certain lawyer stood up and tempted him, saying, Adon, what shall I do to inherit eternal Ka'id? He said unto him, what is written in the law? How readest thou? And he answering said, Thou shalt ahab Yahuwah thy Elohim with all thy lob, and with all thy nephash, and with all thy strength.
See if it's Mark. See if it's Mark 10. Is the arrow? Somebody yelling, they ain't up there doing no work, though, is it? No light. I'm getting old. See if it's 10:25. Listen to the book.
It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich Ish to enter into the Malkuth of Elohim. And they were astonished out of measure, saying among themselves, Who then can be saved?
Mm-hmm.
And Yahusha, looking upon them, saith, With Anashim it is impossible, but with Elohim for with Elohim all things are possible. Then Cuff began to say unto him, Lo, we have left all and have followed thee. And Yahusha answered and said, Aman, I say unto you.
What verse are you at?
29.
What's the last verse? 41. 54?
52.
52. Jump down to 40. Listen to the book.
But to sit on my right hand and on my left hand is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared.
Yes.
And when the 10 heard it, they began to be much displeased with Jacob and Yahuchanan.
Yes.
But Yahusha called them to him and saith unto them,
What did he say?
Ye know that they which are accounted to rule over the Gentiles
What?
exercise lordship over them,
What happened?
and their great ones exercise authority upon them.
What happened?
But so shall it not be among you.
Why?
But whosoever will be great among you
Whosoever do what now?
will be great among you,
What about him?
shall be your minister.
Yeah.
And whosoever of you will be the chiefest shall be abad of all.
What happened?
For even the Ben of Ish came not to be ministered unto,
He came to do what now?
but to minister, and to give his Kai a ransom for many.
That's good. At the 11th chapter of the book of Matthew. Matthew, they call it Matthew chapter 11, verse 25. Listen to the book.
At that time, Yahusha answered and said, I thank thee, O Abba, Adon of Shamayim and Aratz,
What
because
happened?
thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent,
And did what?
and hast revealed them unto babes.
Even what?
Even so, Abba, for so it seemed Taub in thy sight.
Then what happened?
All things are delivered unto me of my Abba.
So you pay attention. He said all things are delivered to him of his Abba. And what happened, Brandon?
And no Ish knoweth the Ben but the Abba.
And
Neither knoweth any Ish the Abba save the Ben.
and who else?
And he to whomsoever the Ben will reveal him.
Talk to me.
Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden.
You know in a good time to come, Brandon? In 3 Yamim. Listen, why?
And I will give you rest.
What else you want me to do?
Take my yoke upon you,
And do what?
and learn of me.
Why?
For I am meek and lowly in heart,
Yeah.
and ye shall find rest unto your souls.
That's all the people were looking for. See, if you will serve these people and speak kindly to them, these people will serve you forever. He already knew they burned with heaven. It didn't make sense to take the counsel of the young men. He took the counsel of the old man. The counsel of the young men drove the people off. The counsel of the old man will bring them back to you. All they had to do was come back to him in 3 Yamim. And you'd have got the same information. Y'all all right? Why else would he tell us about serving us? That's how important it is for us to know our law. Whatsoever things are written aforetime, written for our learning. See, we learned how to bring the people back. You saw how you got away from listening to the counsel of young men. But when he listened to the counsel of the old men, look how it brought us back. Y'all all right?
Sir.
It's tight. I don't know. Let's see. Esther said, what else could you learn from it, huh? Let's see Bereshit chapter 2. How many times have we talked about this? Said a lot. Yeah, it hasn't been a lot, hasn't it? Let's see. Bereshit chapter 2 at verse 6. Genesis 2 and 6. The goal is to make sure we save. Make sure we get the Ruach HaKodesh, isn't it? What is the Ruach HaKodesh? It's the what? Ruach of separation. Exactly right. Listen to the book.
But there went up a mist from the Aratz,
Mm-hmm.
and watered the whole Pani of the ground.
Yeah.
And Yahuwah Elohim formed Ish of the dust of the Adumah, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of Kai, and Ish became a living Nephash.
Yeah.
And Yahuwah Elohim planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the Ish whom he had formed.
That's good. Let's see this 38th chapter, the book of Yechazakal. You'll call Ezekiel. See that 38. Let's see. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 1. Other key, see if it's Mashali. Genesis, Proverbs. Mashali. Look at 22 and 15. Listen to the book.
And the debar of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Ben of Ish, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and Nabah against him, and say, Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief
See if
prince.
it's 37 and 1. Yeah, homie, but Marba. The 22 and 12. Let's see. Listen to the book.
The hand of Yahuwah was upon me, and carried me out in the ruach of Yahuwah, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Ben of Ish, can these bones live? And I answered, O Yahuwah Elohim, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Nabah upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the debar of Yahuwah. Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am Yahuwah. So I nodded as I was commanded, and as I nodded, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, Nabah unto the wind, Nabah Ben of Ish, and say unto the wind, Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So I Nabah as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Mashali 22 and 15. Proverbs, they call it. Listen to the book.
Foolishness is bound in the lob of a yalid, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him.
Y'all hear that? Foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child, a yarlet. He said, but the rod of correction will drive it far from him. At Bamidbar, chapter 22, verse 12. Numbers, they'll call it. Listen to the book.
And Elohim said unto Balaam, Thou shalt not go with them, thou shalt not curse the people, for they are Barak. And Balaam rose up in the morning and said unto the princes of Balak, Get you into your land, for Yahuwah refuseth to give me leave to go with you. And the princes of Moab rose up, and they went unto Balak and said, Balaam refuseth to come with us. And Balak sent yet again more princes, more and more honorable than they.
Yeah.
And they came to Balaam and said to him, Thus saith Balak the ben of Zippor, Let nothing, I pray thee, hinder thee from coming unto me. For I will promote thee unto very great honor.
Yes.
And I will do whatsoever thou sayest unto me.
Mm-hmm.
Come therefore, I pray thee, curse me this people.
Yeah.
And Balaam answered and said unto the servants of Balak, If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold,
What'll
I
happen?
cannot go beyond the debar of Yahuwah my Elohim, to do less or more.
Yes.
Now therefore I pray you, tarry ye also here this Layla, that I may know what Yahuwah will say unto me more.
Yeah.
And Elohim came unto Balaam at night, and said unto him, If the Anashim come to call thee, rise up and go with them. But yet the debar which I shall say unto thee, thou shalt thou do.
Mm-hmm.
And Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass, and went with the princes of Moab, and Elohim's anger was kindled because he went. And the Malachie of Yahuwah stood in the way for an adversary against him. Now he was riding upon his ass, and his 2 servants were with him. And the ass saw the Malachie of Yahuwah standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And the ass turned aside out of the way and went into the field. And Balaam smote the ass to turn her into the way. But the Malachie of Yahuwah stood in a path of the vineyards, a wall being on this side and a wall on that side. And when the ass saw the Malachie of Yahuwah, she thrust herself unto the wall, and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall, and he smote her again. And the Malachie of Yahuwah went further, and stood in a narrow place, where was no way to turn either to the right hand or to the left.
Mm-hmm.
And when the ass saw the Malachie of Yahuwah, she fell down under Balaam, and Balaam's anger was kindled, and he smote the ass with a staff.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahuwah opened the mouth of the ass, and she said unto Balaam, What have I done unto thee, that thou hast smitten me these 3 times?
Mm-hmm.
And Balaam said unto the ass, Because thou hast mocked me, I would there were a sword in my hand, for now I would kill thee.
What happened?
And the ass said unto Balaam, Am not I thine ass, upon which thou hast ridden ever since I was thine unto this yoon? Was I ever wont to do so unto thee?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Nay. Then Yahuwah opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the Malachie of Yahuwah standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And he bowed down his head, and fell flat on his face.
What happened?
And the Malachie of Yahuwah said unto him, Wherefore hast thou smitten thine ass these 3 times?
Yeah.
Behold, I went out to withstand thee, because thy way is perverse before me.
Mm. What happened?
And the ass saw me, and turned from me these 3 times.
What happened?
Unless she had turned from me, surely now also I had slain thee,
Yeah.
and saved her alive. And Balaam said unto the Malachie of Yahuwah, I have sinned,
See that? I have sinned. What happened?
for I knew not that thou stoodest in the way against me.
See that? He said, I didn't know you were standing in the way against me. What happened?
Now therefore, if it displease thee, I will get me back again.
That's good. That's good. Since something came to my mind when you were reading that, see if that Marshall Lee, see if that 27, 22. Let me see. I was thinking about something you were reading and I said, wow. Let's see. See that 27, 22. Marshall Lee, Proverbs they call it. Listen to the book.
Though thou shouldest bray a fool in a mortar among wheat with a pestle, yet will not his foolishness depart from him.
Read that again.
Though thou shouldest bray a fool in a mortar among wheat with a pestle, yet will not his foolishness depart from him.
Y'all understand that? A pestle is actually an instrument that's used to crush wheat. That's what a pestle is. You use it to grind it to like mortar. You can do that with peels. You'll see like the bowls they'll show y'all with Mitzrayim, show y'all with medicine, but they'll show for their similar medicine. They have a bowl. The pestle is used to take it and you crush it. You crush it into mortar. You mix it in and break it down to like a mortar. He said, though you do this to a fool, what happened now?
Though thou shouldest bray a fool in a mortar among wheat with a pestle, yet will not his foolishness depart from him.
Make sense? Because Balaam's foot was pestled. Now you know why the ass crushed it. And you know what else you found out? That fool wasn't going to depart from what he was doing. He had told him he had sinned, though. He said, if you give me I'll go back and do better. But see, that's why he crushed his foot. He was reading it. That was amazing. I said, wow. I know where they go. I know exactly where they go. Because you wonder, what would be the purpose of crushing his foot? They were trying to show you, you can pestle a fool and mix him in and do all that down to mortar. Say still, if foolishness won't depart from him. But they were known for not departing. Because the book told you, pick me up at, what they call it, 2 Peter, Beth Cuff, chapter 2. Let's see what the book said. 2 Peter, they call it. Cuff. 2, let's see, about 19. I'm sorry, 14. 2 and 13. Listen to the book.
And shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they that count it pleasure to riot in the noontime. Mm-hmm. Spots they are and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you, having eyes full of adultery that cannot cease from sin.
What happened?
Beguiling unstable souls, and heart they have exercised with covetous practices, cursed children.
What happened?
Which have forsaken the right way,
and did what?
And are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the Ben of Besor.
What happened about him?
Who loved the wages of unrighteousness.
Did what?
But was rebuked for his iniquity.
What happened?
The dumb ass speaking with man's voice forbade the madness of the Nabi.
What happened?
These are wells without water.
See that? Now let's show you. It didn't make no difference what you did to him. He wasn't going to turn from his foolishness. That's the whole thing happened. Any book told us if it fall on us, you ain't going to believe what's going to happen. They're going to ground us to powder. So a lot of times that's what happened to our people. They won't see a lot of why these things happen. They try to get it. They try to get a fool to depart from his folly. A lot of stuff that happens to us, a lot of us don't never see it that way. All we see is keep going. It's something else out here for us. A lot of times it's the way of destruction. A lot of things that we read, we're going over now, you'll see it better after a while. That's just being honest. You'll see it better after a while. He got a purpose for everything he do for us. That's why we're going back to try to look. There's a lot of things it's hard to really just kind of comprehend and just kind of understand on your own going through. And we left our own devices, we can become very dangerous emotionally. Because emotions will play a big part of why people tend to get agitated, where they'll quit or they'll stop. You know, right? Ambition, goals, other people. A lot of things play in the part why people stop. Because we don't tend to understand the thing. So when we got an understanding, it makes a difference. That's why he gave you a ra'ah. So he can feed you with knowledge and feed you with understanding. Y'all got it? So that way you don't miss a lot of things happening to you. What I got you hold on? 3 and 19. Barashit. Now we'll get me Oriyah chapter 19, about 36. Probably won't be long today. Let's make sure we get to the point. Listen to the book.
In the sweat of thy pani shalt thou eat bread till thou return unto the Adumah, for out of it wast thou taken,
and
for dust thou art,
and
unto dust shalt thou return. And Adam called his Ashaz Shem Kaua, because she was the aim of all Kai. Unto Adam also and to his Ashah did Yahuwah Elohim make coats of skins and clothe them. And Yahuwah Elohim said, Behold, the Ish is become as one of us, to know Taub and Rasha.
Yeah.
And now, lest he put forth his hand, and take also of the Aratz of Kai, and eat, and live forever. Therefore Yahuwah Elohim sent him forth from the Garden of Eden, to till the Adumah from whence he was taken.
Wow.
So he drove out the Ish, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims and a flaming sword, which turned every way to keep the way of the Aratz of Kai.
Which way did it turn?
Every way.
To do what?
Keep the way of the Aratz of Kai.
That's good. The book of Oriyah chapter 19, they call Luke. 19, we'll put 36. Listen to the book.
And as he went, they spread their clothes in the way. And when he was come nigh, even now at the descent of the Mount of Olives. The whole multitude of the Methates began to rejoice and praise Elohim with a loud voice for all the mighty works that they had seen, saying, Barak be the Malach that cometh in the name of Yahuwah.
Yeah.
Shalom and Shamayim and Kabud in the highest. And some of the Pharisees from among the multitude said unto him,
Good wow.
Master, rebuke the Methates. And he answered and said unto them, I tell you that if these should hold their shalom, the stones would immediately cry out.
Yeah.
And when he was come near, he beheld the city and wept over it,
Yeah.
saying, If thou hadst known, even thou, at least in this thy yum, the things which belong unto thy shalom.
Yeah.
But now they are hid from thine eyes.
See that? Says here from their eyes. What happened?
For the yamim shall come upon thee,
Yeah.
that thine enemy shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round, and keep thee in on every side,
What happened?
and shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy beneath within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another,
Why?
because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Y'all all right? See if about the Yahoo. Three and seven. Y'all ever read this before? About the Yahoo? Look at Yahoo, Jeremiah. We'll come back. So, 31 and 5. Yahoo. So at 31 and 5. Listen to the book.
Thou shalt yet plant vines upon the mountains of Samaria. The planters shall plant, and shall eat them as common things. For there shall be a yom, that the watchman upon the mount Ephraim shall cry, Arise ye, and let us go up to Sion unto Yahuwah Elohim.
Okay. I'm good now. 32? Let me see what 32 say. Listen.
The debar that came to Yirmiyahu from Yahuwah in the 10th year of Zedekiah, Malach of Yehuda, which was the 18th year of Nebuchadrezzar. For then the Malach of Babylon's army besieged Jerusalem. And Yirmiyahu the Nabi was shut up in the court of the prison, which was in the Malach of Yehuda's house. For Zedekiah, Malach of Yehuda, had shut him up, saying, Wherefore dost thou, Nabah, and say, Thus saith Yahuwah, Behold, I will give this city into the hand of the Malach of Babylon, and he shall take it. And Zedekiah, Malach of Yehuda, shall not escape out of the hand of the Chaldeans, but shall surely be delivered into the hand of the Malach of Babylon, and shall speak with him mouth to mouth, and his eyes shall behold his eyes. And he shall lead Zedekiah to Babylon, and there shall he be until I visit him. Saith Yahuwah, Though ye fight with the Chaldeans, ye shall not prosper. And Yirmiyahu said, The debar of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Behold, Hanam El, the ben of Shalom, thine uncle, shall come unto thee, saying, Buy thee my field that is in Anathoth, for the right of redemption is thine to buy it. So Hanam El, mine uncle's ben, came to me in the court of the prison, according to the debar of Yahuwah, and said unto me, Buy my field, I pray thee, that is in Anathoth, which is in the country of Benjamin. For the right of inheritance is thine, and the redemption is thine. Buy it for thyself. Then I knew that this was the debar of Yahuwah. And I bought the field of Hanam El, my uncle's ben, that was in Anathoth, and weighed him the money, even 17 shekels of silver. And I subscribed the evidence, and sealed it, and took witnesses, and weighed him the money in the balances. So I took the evidence of the purchase, both that which was sealed according to the law and custom, and that which was open. And I gave the evidence of the purchase unto Baruch, the ben of Neriah, the ben of Maaseiah, in the sight of Hanamael, my uncle's ben, and in the presence of the witnesses that subscribed the book of the purchase before all the Yahudim that sat in the court of the prison. And I charged Baruch before them, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah Sabaoth, the Elohim of Yasharal, take these evidences, this evidence of the purchase, both which is sealed and this evidence which is open, and put them in an earthen vessel, that they may continue many yamim.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Because a lot of times people won't see it. Let me 2 Corinthians. We'll hold that. 2 Corinthians 2:1. Colossians 3:12. Abarim. Eight and 4. All right. Let's see how that work. Get Colossians 3:12. They give me Abarim 8:4. Then 2 Corinthians 4:1. I'll come back to Matayahu. Y'all got it? Good. I told them to close your eyes, then we'll open it. Don't worry about it. Listen to the book.
Put on therefore, as the elect of Elohim, Kudash and beloved, Rakam, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any each have a quarrel against any, even as Mashiach forgave you,
What happened?
so also do ye.
What happened?
And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. And let the shalom of Elohim rule in your lob, to the which also ye are called in one body. And
like the what now?
let the shalom of Elohim rule in your lob, to the which also ye are called in one body. And be ye thankful. Let the debar of Mashiach dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in Tahalim and hymns and Ruach Zamar, Shirim with Khan in your lob to the Adoni.
That's good. Abarim chapter 8 and verse 4. Hebrews they'll call it 8:4. Listen to the book.
For if he were on Aratz, he should not be a Kohan.
Why?
Seeing that there are Kohanim that offer gifts according to the law, who serve unto the example and shadow of Shamayim things, as Moshe was admonished of Elohim when he was about to make the tabernacle.
To do what?
For see, saith he, that thou make all things according to the pattern shewed to thee on the mount.
What happened?
But now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises. For if that first covenant had been faultless,
you see that happen? If that first covenant had been faultless, then what would have happened?
Then should no place have been sought for the second.
You know what I kind of think about when Then we got to do a little running. Little run and come back. We'll do it. We could do it. See if it's Barashit 40, 42. Let me see 42. Oh shoot, let's see. Y'all all right? Y'all gonna help me out with this? Hello? Goodness, I'm wondering about y'all now. See if it's 42 and 9. Let's see. Try to read down. Let's see. Y'all all right? Barashit, Genesis 42:9. Listen to the book.
And Yahusuf Zakar the dreams which he dreamed of them, and said unto them, Ye are spies to see the aura of the Beth.
Take me up to 42:1. I might have to back it up a little bit more. Listen.
Now when Jacob saw there was corn in Mizraim, Jacob said unto his Beni, Why do ye look one upon another? And he said, Behold, I have heard that there is corn in Mizraim. Get you down thither, and buy for us from thence, that we may live and not die.
Y'all hear that? When he saw that was grain, when he saw that was wheat, when he saw that was food in Mizraim, he wanted to know why were they looking one to another. He wanted them to get down to Mizraim. But what happened now?
Behold, I have heard there is corn in Mizraim.
Yeah.
Get you down thither, and buy for us from thence, that we may kai and not moot.
See that? So we might live and we might not die. Y'all all right? So what happened?
And Yahusuf's 10 Akim went down to buy corn in Mizraim, but Benjamin, Yahusuf Ak, Jacob sent not with his Akim, for he said, Lest peradventure mischief befall him.
That's good. Take me up to 41. 12. 41:12. We'll read down. Just play with it. Let's how that work out. Listen.
And there was there with us a young Ish and Abari, a bard to the captain of the guard, and we told him, and he interpreted to us our dreams, to each Ish according to his dream he did interpret. And it came to pass, as he interpreted to us, so it was. Me he restored unto mine office, and him he hanged.
Mm-hmm.
Then Pharaoh sent and called Yahusuf.
Who did this?
Then Pharaoh sent and called Yahusuf,
Yeah.
and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon. And he shaved himself, and changed his raiment, and came in unto Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto Yahusuf, I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it. And I have heard say of thee, that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it. And Yahusuf answered Pharaoh, saying, It is not in me. Elohim shall give Pharaoh an answer of shalom.
Mm-hmm.
And Pharaoh said unto Yahusuf, In my dream, behold, I stood upon the bank of the Nahar, and behold, there came up out of the Nahar 7 kine, fat-fleshed and well-favored, and they fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kine came up after them, poor and very ill-favored and lean-fleshed, such as I never saw in all the Beth of Mizraim for badness. And the lean and the ill-favored kine did eat up the first 7 fat kine, and when they had eaten them up, it could not be known that they had eaten them up, but they were still ill-favored as at Barashit.
Yeah.
So I awoke, and I saw in my dream, and behold, 7 ears came up in one stalk, full and taub, and behold, 7 ears withered, thin, and blasted with the east wind sprung up after them, and the thin ears devoured the 7 taub ears. And I told this unto the magicians, but there was none that could declare it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahusuf said unto Pharaoh, The dream of Pharaoh is Akkad.
Yeah.
Elohim have shewed Pharaoh what he is about to do.
Yeah.
The 7 taub kine are 7 years, and the 7 taub ears are 7 years. The dream is one. And the 7 thin and ill-favored kine that came up after them are 7 years. And the 7 empty ears blasted with the east wind shall be 7 years of famine. This is the thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh. What Elohim is about to do, he sheweth unto Pharaoh. Behold, there come 7 years of great plenty throughout all the Beth of Mizraim, and there shall arise after them 7 years of famine, and all the plenty shall be forgotten in the Beth of Mizraim, and the famine shall consume the Beth. And And the plenty shall not be known in the Beth by reason of the famine following, for it shall be very grievous.
What happened?
And for that the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice, it is because the thing is established by Elohim,
Yeah.
and Elohim will shortly bring it to pass.
What happened?
Now therefore let Pharaoh look out a Ish discreet and wise, and set him over the Beth of Mizraim.
Yeah.
Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the Beth, and take up the fifth part of the Beth of Mizraim in the 7 plenteous years, and let them gather all the food of those Taub years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities. And that food shall be for store in the Beth against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the Beth of Mizraim, that the Beth perish not through the famine.
What happened?
And the thing was Taub in the eyes of Pharaoh, and in the eyes of all his abad. And Pharaoh said unto his abadim, Can we find such a one as this is, a Ish in whom the Ruach of Elohim is?
Yes.
And Pharaoh said unto Yahusef, For as much as Elohim have shewed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art.
Yeah.
Thou shalt be over my Beth, and according unto thy debar shall all my arm be ruled.
Yeah.
Only in the throne will I be greater than thou.
Yeah.
And Pharaoh said unto Yahusef, See, I have set thee over all the Beth of Mizraim. And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand, and put it upon Yahusef's hand, and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen, and put a gold chain about his neck.
Yeah.
And he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had, and they cried before him, Bow the knee, and he made him a ruler
What did he
over.
make him ride?
And he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had.
That's good. Abarim, chapter 8, verse 6. Hebrews chapter 8, verse 6. Listen.
But now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry,
What?
by how much more also he is the mediator of a better covenant,
What happened?
which was established upon better promises.
Like what?
For if that first covenant had been
You
faultless,
say if what now?
if that first covenant had been faultless,
What happened?
then should no place have been sought for the second.
You said for the second chariot? Did you say for the second chariot?
Then should no place have been sought for the second.
I said second chariot. So what did he do?
For finding fault with them,
He found fault with him. That's why he had the second chariot. He found a fault with the first chariot. Just like he did with the first covenant. He found a fault with it. So it was needful for a second chariot. I told you we was going to play with it a little bit. Y'all all right?
Yeah.
So what happened?
he saith, Behold, the Yamim come,
Yeah.
saith Yahuwah, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Yasharal and with the house of Yehudah.
What? Like what?
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the Yum, when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Mitzrayim.
What happened?
Because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith Yahuwah.
What happened?
For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Yasharal after those Yamim,
Yeah.
saith Yahuwah. I will put my laws into their mind,
Yeah.
and write them in their hearts. And I will be to them an Elohim,
And?
they shall be to me a people.
Yeah.
And they shall not teach every Ish his neighbor, and every Ish his ox, saying, Know Yahuwah.
Yeah.
For all shall know me from the least to the greatest.
Yeah.
For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Good. 2 Corinthians, chapter 4, at verse 1. Second Corinthians chapter 4 at verse 1. Listen to the book.
Therefore, seeing
What do we have?
this ministry,
What do we do?
as we have received Rakam,
Did we quit?
we faint not,
But did what?
have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty,
We quit. We resign. We stop. Nah,
walking in craftiness,
nor,
handling the debar of Elohim deceitfully,
but by
manifestation of the Amat,
commending ourselves
to every Ish conscience,
in whose sight.
the sight of Elohim.
But
If our debar be hid,
it is hid to them
that are lost.
In whom
The God of this Aratz have blinded the minds of them
which
believe not.
less,
The Aur of the Kabud Debar of Mashiach,
who is,
the image of Elohim,
should,
shine unto them.
what happened?
For we preach not ourselves,
But
Mashiach Yahusha the Adon,
what happened?
and ourselves your Abadim for Yahusha's sake,
Listen,
for Elohim who amar the Aur to shine out of Kashab,
y'all see that? Elohim, which commanded the light to shine in darkness,
to shine out of Kashab,
did what?
hath shined in our lob to give the Aur of the knowledge of the Kabud of Elohim in the Pani of Yahusha HaMashiach.
See that? So he can give us that knowledge. Listen what happened.
But we have this treasure
We did
in,
what now?
we have this treasure
Where?
in earthen vessels.
Talking about the same place where Yahoo put his at? Because when he sealed it, he put it in an earthen vessel. That's why we went to Colossians. 3:17 Colossians. I gotta take him around the block a little bit. I do just like Mr. Yahuwah did. Although we could have went a shorter way. But you'd have seen war, you had fainted. So I had to take him a little longer way. I know what y'all are doing when you see war. This 3:17. Colossians. Listen to the book.
And whatsoever ye do in debar or deed, do all in the name of the Adon Yahusha.
Verse 16.
Let the debar of Mashiach dwell in you richly in all wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
teaching and admonishing one another in Tahalim and hymns and Ruach Sharim, singing with
You're supposed to let the word dwell in you. That's what Yahoo did. And he took the evidence. He sealed it and put it in an earthen vessel. So you ain't gonna believe what happened. So it could continue many Yamin. Look at 8 and 30. Who know what I want? Yehukanah 8 and 30. Yehukanah 8 and 30. John 8 and 30. Listen to the book.
As he spake these Dabarim,
See that? As he spake this evidence, what happened?
many believed on him.
Then who?
Said Yahusha to those Yahudim,
Which did what?
believed on him,
That kept the evidence in their earthen vessel. That's what he told them.
if ye continue in my debar,
Then
are ye my Mathetes indeed,
you'll continue many Yamin. Listen why.
and ye shall know the Amat.
See that? You'll know the Amat, and
The Amat shall make you free.
that's going to loose and set the captives free. Knowing the truth going to set the captives free. Y'all all right? That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to keep this evidence inside this earthen vessel. Y'all all right? At the 3rd chapter of the book of Matthew, 3 and 7. So like Yahushua, I ain't giving you no new commandment, but an old one. Putting the evidence and keeping the written words inside our mortal body, that ain't nothing new. And that's nothing new. Yahoo tried to teach it to us. Even Dawood told her that the bar he had hid in his heart. He already knew what it was supposed to keep it inside an earthen vessel. Man having the Ruach HaKadosh inside his basal, his mortal body, that ain't nothing new. It wasn't actually nothing new. Listen.
But when he saw many of the Pharisees and Sadducees come to his immersion,
What happened?
he said unto them, O generation of vipers,
Who did what?
who hath warned you to flee from the wrath to come?
What did he want him to do?
Bring forth therefore fruits meet for repentance.
And?
Think not to say within yourselves, we have Abraham to our Abba.
Yes.
For I say unto you, that Elohim is able of these stones to raise up Beni unto Abraham.
What happened?
And now also the axe is laid unto the root of the trees.
See that? The axe is laid to the root of the trees. What happened?
Therefore every tree which bringeth not forth child fruit is hewn down,
Yeah.
and cast into the fire.
Yeah.
I indeed immerse you with water unto repentance, but he that cometh after me is mightier than I.
Whose?
Shoes I am not worthy to bear.
Yeah.
He shall immerse you with the Ruach HaKodesh,
Yeah.
and with fire,
Mm-hmm.
whose fan is in his hand, and he will thoroughly purge his floor, and gather his wheat into the garner, but he will burn up the chaff with unquenchable fire.
That's something we had to consider. When he started to tell us about this again, we go back to the farming aspect of what we do. We start talking about who's wintering fan. We talked about what the wintering is. It's a technique that's actually used. And you actually do it after you do thresh. We talked about what thresh is. You're going to use a flail. Remember we talked about that? F-L-A-I-L. Y'all written that down? We talked about the flail being a rod. There's another object swinging from it, and you use it. And when you flail, it's swinging. You ain't going to believe it how. In every direction and way. Just like the Malachite was doing at the garden. The same way the Malachite was doing when Balaam was coming. It's a technique called flail. This is used in thrashing. Y'all got it? When you're thrashing, it's to cause the grain to separate from the chaff. The chaff is the worthless part. It's the useless part of it. That's why he want to separate it. That's why he told you he's going to burn up the chaff. So all this was a technique used that we should have been paying attention to. Well, the important part that comes in before we start doing the wintering is, the wintering when you're using the fan technique is the fact you're going to use a threshing floor. The threshing floor is a paved ground level, whether outside or inside of a building. Got it? Just like when your Kazakal went into the valley, the bottom would have been even. Just like Yahushua tried to tell y'all when he went on the mountain, he looked and he started to weep because he saw the city. And he beheld and started weeping. And he told you what your enemy was going to do with you. Who remember what it was? Lay you even with the ground. This is a part of a process that we use. This is called a threshing floor. The purpose of when you got on the threshing floor is once you go through, you're going to start to use the wintering because it's going to start to blow the pests. It's going to start to get the other contaminants and the other things that's going to come out from among it. Y'all got me? This is what we found out when he used with Adam at 2 and 6. When he watered the whole face of the ground. And he formed it. You don't believe what he did. He set a wind in. When he told you he blew into it and man became a living Nephash. That's all he did was wintering. That's all you use. See what happened here in Acts of the Apostle chapter 2 and verse 1. I know they think I just be up here talking, don't they? Acts 2 and 1. Listen to the book.
And when the Yom of Ukog Shabua was fully come.
Pay attention. And what's that? First fruits? When it was fully come, where were they at?
They were all with one accord.
Where?
In one Malkum.
I said it was on the threshing floor. Listen what happened.
And suddenly
what happened?
There came a sound from Shamayim.
Tell me what it was like.
As of a rushing mighty wind.
I said it was wintering. And what did it do?
It filled the Beth where they were sitting.
And what happened?
There appeared unto them cloven tongues like as of fire.
Tell me where did it go?
It sat upon each of them.
See that? It was wintering. So now you start to see the process of like how our slave masters took us and beat us and did all these things. That's a form of threshing. They laid us out in the field. People, we didn't even know what was happening to us. So because we never looked at it from our craft. White people know that had we ever caught on the way, why y'all think they got us out the field and got us getting educated and get us into these jobs? Because we would have known this process had we stayed in the fields. When he took Adam, you know where he put him at? In the field. Because he would know this process. That's how dangerous white people are. Because he knew if this people caught on to while we're beating them and hitting them and realize this is a process, this is used in farming, in husbandman craft. When they laid us to the ground, it was only getting us set up for wintering. That's what he did when he went to the valley and seen the dry bones. They had already been thrashed. They had already been slain with a sword to separate it and put down on the ground. All they needed right then was wintering. That's why he told it, Naba. Naba to them. Let the wind go through. White people, they never want you to know that. They ain't want you to understand that process. So the ruach coming in like a wind, this wouldn't have been that new. They use this all the time in our craft. Exactly. White people, your oppressor. And see, you so kissing behind of Guatemalans and Mexicans and everybody else you find out here when this was your craft. You've letting these people take your craft from you and dumb you down. Yeah. You're computer literate, but you're salvation illiterate. You literate on a lot of issues that don't help you at all. Your craft is that important. That's why I asked you, what is the chaff to the wheat? Absolutely nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's worthless. It's useless. That's why you separate it. He told you, come out from among them and be ye. That's how you get rid of the chaff. It's useless. The only way you would have understood this was from our original craft. We were husbandmen. You wonder why these crackers beat you and why these crackers hit on you, why they do it. This is a form of your craft. Yahushua understood it. See, when he told you, foolishness will bound well. When you take a corn stalk, nobody eat the husk. Nobody eat that other stuff that's attached to it, but it's bound in it together. Well, the former, when you're using the threshing and you're using the flail, is to separate it from it. As you do any other grain or any other wheat, this is what you use machines that can harvest it and do it at the same process. Do it in one motion move. Y'all got it? And this is what happens. So the rod we use to drive it from us. We understood that from our craft. Because he said we're driving far from it. Yeah. Just like when you get the ruach, when wind blow. You ever had something, the wind blow out your hand? Did you have to run, go and get it? Why? That's what he do. When you get the ruach, it'll move everything away from you. People be trying to get away from you just like a piece of paper. You be like, oh, good, you running trying to chase it. Knows it ain't trying to chase you. You understand that from our craft. We the only people keep running out of stuff that ain't going to benefit us or do us no good. So we the only people. And you know the book told us at 8. Remember the 8th chapter of the book of 8:28 of the book of Romans. Let's see what it says. I'll get ready and try to let y'all go. Y'all ain't learned nothing today. We just kill time. Listen to the book.
And we know that all things work together.
You talking about the process. You're talking about the process. We're talking about the process of threshing. We're talking about a thresh. We're talking about the process of the threshing floor. We're talking about the process of the wintering. He said, now we know that all
things work together.
For the who?
For a ta'ub to them that love Elohim.
And a who?
To them who are the called according to his purpose.
See that? What's the purpose of all of it? Huh? It's used to separate. It's used to separate. So all these different things. You don't find that quite interesting? Or the fact that these people came in on first fruit when you bring them in, and now you're going to use wintering to come in now, and you're going to sell them? Well, you're going to get all the contaminants, you're going to get all the pests, all the bugs out of it. You don't find that something that they would have looked at, this is what we do. You can store it up. You know what happens when you get in there? Other stuff will come in and contaminate it. Other stuff will come in and disease and infect it. So we had a process. He set a process over to show us how to keep ourselves from getting contaminated. The book told you to keep yourself in the ahab of Elohim. That's the whole purpose of being stored up. So you could keep it from something happening. What you think Yahushua was coming on the scene to do? He was going to use a process, the same process to where it can be kept, that when the evil times came, you can still be kept. So learning how to keep something from being contaminated with the world ain't new for us. 7 good years, 7 bad years. So what happened after all these years? You still got to eat. You got to eat during the time of the bad year. You still got to survive during the time of the bad year. And yet he used a process where he could put it up so it can still be kept. Oh, this would have been important for us. So he can gather it. After that point, he can put it in his barn. He can take it and he can put it. So now he started to refer to us as we. It had to be written this way because it's not for everybody to get it. It wasn't for everybody to get it. Don't worry about it. When those watching in, we'll be going black again. We'll start going back over some other stuff we need to go over. We'll start doing some other stuff that we'll need to start doing so we won't be open anymore for everybody. See, a lot of stuff, people weren't supposed to know this. You're just not supposed to know it. He ordained it to certain people, just like when he was speaking. He was only talking to them that believed on him. It's not for everybody. We can't get ourselves so consumed up with these people, and before you know it, you'll be chaff. Useless, worthless. It'll attach itself. Even he realized when you put it, when he told you when things started springing up, other stuff will come in and choke. It'll start trying to enjoin itself with it, and they'll kill you. So he uses a process that separates us from these people. Wherefore, come out. Well, let me ask you a question. According to the process we just used, when you ever seen wheat just come out from chaff? Huh? When you ever seen it separate, any of these grains separate away from its stalk? So what's the process? And get what he said. He said, it won't die. You'll deliver their soul from Sheol. See, that's why we needed to know our craft, because a lot of things wouldn't make sense. It don't make sense to have a conversation talking about beat me and I'm going to accept no foolishness like this. It only makes sense if I understand the concept. This is how we get it. Y'all got it? That's how we got to understand it from the process of a man. That's how we got our information as a man. So we can understand it from a man concept, then we got the idea of how this works for us from the Ruach perspective. Y'all got it? That's good. All halal to Mr. Yahuwah. So what I'll probably do, it might be a yum, and we might just black it out, or it might be just completely. For those watching in, some of those had codes before. You want to make sure you still got your code. So we can kind of go back over some other stuff and make sure we got it. It ain't for everybody. It's getting late. That man working all the miracles, the same thing he did before on Mizraim. We got to be conscious. That's just been on. We got to be conscious. We got the gnats, we got the frogs, we got the Red Sea. All these things happening. What we gonna do? We gonna act like it's not happening? We gonna be like these other dumb people and act like this stuff not happening? And these folks try to tell you the book ain't right. How is it all this same stuff happening again? We got these people, kids are dying. We saw this before. Everything we see happening, we saw this before. These people, cattle sick. Listen, they got some mad cow stuff going there. They trying to tell something. Somebody just got through pissing in some ground beef. They just got through with somebody defecating or pissing in ground beef. They got more mad cow. They trying to tell everybody, don't be alarmed though. You ain't got to worry about getting it. They mixing all them cows in together. They mix sick cows with well cows. You can't pay these people no attention. You can't pay these people no attention. You got a cow in there infected and got that thing sitting up mixed with the other one. It'll get the other one sick too. Don't y'all know all those people don't even look. When you start looking at all those cattle, when they put them together, they keep them so tight, cattle continue to rock and move. They got flies and other stuff. So if they keep brushing and moving or whether they tight, they'll rub sores on their bodies. And what they'll do when they get connected or next to another one, they'll start rubbing, and that sore will kick off and get another cow infected. And that cow will go and be moved. It'll start rubbing against the cow, and that cow get infected. Now, with that sore, and because you got mosquitoes and you got flies will lay maggots on it. When they get the cattle in, they're just going to kill it, and they're going to run it through the beef. They're going to run it through, and they're going to grind it. It is. Some of the stuff they got us doing, the process like ground beef, really, we ain't got no been eating no ground beef. We need to be eating chuck. Ground beef is when you grind the bone in it. But you coming right back to your law. He told you it's just like raven and wolves. He said they are not a bone. White people, I had to learn that. When you sit on little white specks and ground, how many of y'all sit on little white specks? That's bone. That's bone. You were never designed to eat bone. Yahushua said, eat my flesh. He ain't told you to eat no bone. Dogs eat bones. These crackers have made us just like them. But see, they put more, and guess what's cheap when you go to the store? I remember I used to go shopping years ago. My dad used to do our grocery shopping. I used to do mine a lot too. I need to go back, and my wife killing my account. But anyway, I think picking up stuff don't even make sense. She didn't even eat. I said, this stuff, I'll never buy this stuff. I bought stuff, I bought necessary stuff. I don't buy all that with junk because it looked cute or something in a jar, some old junk, or a bag or something like that for $4, $5. Leave that junk where it's at. You buy junk, that junk a treat. I don't have time to buy no food like that, man. I don't be just buying no junk. I buy stuff I'm going to eat. I ain't got time to be buying stuff to look at stuff. That ain't here window shopping when she going or something. Pick up cute stuff in a bag. I don't be buying that junk, all them spices. What you going to sprinkle? I growed up, shoot, we did more with salt and pepper than niggas do with seasoned salt. Nigga buying all that stuff they can't spell. What you going to put it on? Yeah. Buying junk just to go put that junk on something you don't even eat. I ain't got time for that experiment. I ate good growing up with salt and pepper. All of a sudden, they got all kind of stuff they in here cooking with. You ain't doing no offering for Yahuwah. It is. I mean, all this stuff, some of this stuff, that's people mind just get, these white folk dry, y'all. Y'all see white women with all these seasons, you think you got to have every season known to man, even if you don't use. I don't have time to buy no junk I ain't going to use. Buy what I'm going to use. I used it, buy it, it's good. I don't need all that stuff. You know what you cook, you don't need all that. Nigga sit here and biting the meat, it be 40 minutes before he take the money, nigga eating seasoning. I ain't touching no meat. Seasoning that thick. I ain't been a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? You just be throwing stuff and mix. And after a while, stuff cancel out stuff. They have 40 different salts. Pink salt, salt, black salt, white salt. They call sea salt, land salt, tree salt. There's salt, nigga dropping salt. Nigga dropping salt in the game. Got all kind of salt. Oh, salt. I don't know. Some stuff I don't know, man. These white fellas, they'll drive you to all this extra stuff. When I say white, because we'll start doing, they'll cook all that stuff. I got to get a pan and take 30 minutes to cook the seasoning, then throw the meat in. I ain't got time for all that stuff. He burn up my house cooking up no seasoning. Man, put that done meat in there, let's get through. You're trying to lie to someone got here. Listen, I ain't say you're saying. Do what you want to do. I just don't have time. I tell my wife, don't make nothing new. Don't experiment with me. I eat what I eat. You know what I eat? Don't try nothing different. Don't come. Because you slick something on me that, you do eat it. Now you finna be homeless. Don't try nothing. Don't try to trick me. Ain't no dog or no kid. You know what I eat. That's what I want to eat. I want to eat something different. I go eat in the trash can. I'm good. I know what I want. I got certain restaurants I go to, I ain't looking for that. Let's get your menu. You know what I'm going to get. If I want something different, I tell you, go get what I be getting. That time be spearmint, then I'm pissed all off, then you trying to ask, can I get something? No, nigga, you ordered that. Yeah, it tastes funny. Now, what you think what I'm going to get behind this? Them folks just cooked that and it's a bill. What you think they finna bring me out? You think that face? Wait till I piss all in this next one. Now I'm stuck from playing around. I should just left it alone and went with what I know. I'm trying to tell you, but I remember one time we went out there to Ted. You know, Ivan like to eat greedy anyway. He love big stuff. I seen Ivan order a country fried steak. That thing was this big on his plate. I looked over that gravy. He was so happy. I said, if them folk gave you something that big, you know that junk ain't nothing but trash. That thing, a country fried steak. I said, ain't no way in the world that junk got no meat. He was just, but he was happy. So we went out to Ted and they had bison ribs. Ivan ordered. I said, you order something? He said, yeah, bison. And he started studying. He know it good. Yeah, bison. Because I know he pictured the head on the wall like this. When the head did big, I was thinking one bone like this. This thing was like $20-something. So and that thing said ribs. with the air, and the air like it dragged, because a nigga seen his eyes dragging. So he thinking, if I at least get 3 of them that big, I'm good. That plate was this big, they brought that plate and sat down. I tell y'all no lie, this was the real. They brought that thing, listen, and the bone went like this. This one like the bone. Listen, they chopped that joint. I said, don't eat it. I said, don't eat it. I said, do not eat it. I said, tell them. I said, send it back, don't get it. That man said, he said, I got you, big man. Go ahead and eat it. I went on and ate that thing. I went on, he said, that man said, what? He said, the real, what? The man said, where's that? Got it. He got it. He's like, he playing like where? I was like, he said, I can't do nothing for you. I ate it. I said, I told you don't order with them eyes. Think I'm finna get something real big. One of them kids where you give them a nickel and they run off and could have got the dime. They be excited. You like, you can't watch the EP. These folks will play with you like that. Nobody just give you no. I told you to deliver the Dairy Queen. I don't eat Dairy Queen. Every night I eat like I ain't been there so long. I just don't eat from. I don't trust an Indian like that anyway. A lot of people stink. I don't eat from everybody. Last I know y'all hurt because y'all just don't know. A lot of these folks nasty. You just don't eat from them. Indian people nasty. I don't go to Blimpers. I just don't fool with lots of Indian people nasty. First of all, you don't eat meat. I don't eat from Blimpers. A lot of places I just don't eat from because I know that Indian people stink. They don't wash, they stink. They'll let somebody grind up Snickers. It actually do and they go to one, they smile, and they just spread on wall across their teeth. So they get a wall, just go across their teeth like that, then they just leave. Thank you very much. And they're not going to sell me no meat. Once I smell your body, you stink. I'm not finna eat that. My stomach real funny. I'll throw up on you. I can't eat that stuff. A lot of places I just don't eat from a lot of places. They fine, I just don't eat from them. I know what Indians do, so I'm not big on them. They good. Them and they God got a covenant. They don't have to bathe. They spray doodle on their teeth. There you go. So that's them and they God. Me and my Alahim, we don't play that. I just don't eat from them. I just don't eat from them. How many of y'all like Dairy Queen? I'm trying to answer that. I know. It's the one in Texas. That's right. The one in Texas. The Indians in Texas cleaner than the Indians down here. They all Indians. Who? They white people? No, they're better. They the one let them come over him. They the one set them up. How many like Dairy Queen? It's some folks ain't being truthful. But I still want to know how many of y'all like Dairy Queen. He said some people didn't hear the question. How many of y'all eat from Dairy Queen? Look up something. I start eating from them people. I just don't. Oh, Danny. Who else? He said Danny. Wow, Danny. Listen. Now that what you call that little thing in the cup now? What's that thing? Blizzard. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the problem with that too. Them Indians don't close up to keep the bugs out. So I'm telling you, don't get me. Listen. I love them. I used to eat them. But I'm telling you what y'all watch for them people. Hey, y'all ever been there and watch where they keep these folks, how they keep the can? They don't keep that stuff close. A bug's getting that stuff. You cannot have that much sugar stacked together and keep bugs out. Animals live from their instinct and from their senses. Smell is one of them. Ants aren't known for hearing, they're known for smelling. That's how they can smell that sugar. There's too much sugar about it, and they're going to get it, and they're going to get it. Indian people ain't clean. They won't throw it away. That's money. That's the only problem about them. That's money. Do you know how much spraying you got to do when you got that much candy? You got to have constant spraying for bugs. You ain't seen nobody spray no Dairy Queen. That's a meal. They're not finna kill me. I'm just being honest with y'all a lot of these places. I don't work with these people. I done dealt with these people. I done seen how they work. I done delivered their food. Listen, I don't watch them buy. When they box it in big full of chicken, the real stuff Dairy Queen, the chicken, like the chicken finger, the chicken tender, they come to box this big. That high. That's the real chicken finger. They have something called DQOA. That's that junk. The box this big, like they were chicken finger. I used to deliver. I said, man, that's a big old. I was like, who buys these little boxes? The real box of chicken fingers is like this big, that thick. The fake one is this big, like this. This is the one they give y'all, DQOA. This is all their garbage. This is processed meat put together. That's why when you don't wash it, you learn. Because I try to figure out, what is DQOA and what? They said, this is our garbage. This is the real stuff. I was like, so everybody I seen by the garbage, I don't know, I don't want nothing from it. I used to go to her, I said, what you use, DQOA or DQ? They be like, excuse me? I said, what do you use, DQOA or DQ? I don't know what you're going to mean. You know what I mean. You get that big giant box of cheap stuff. Yes, ma'am. Used to work there. You remember seeing those initials on the box? Am I lying? She tell you that. I know most people don't. She didn't know what it was either, did you? See that? They're supposed to rotate the candy every 2 hours. I told you, that stuff stick. That stuff. Let me tell you something. I don't watch them nasty bastards. When you deliver, I used to deliver them. I did the Applebee's. I used to do all that stuff. I did that stuff for years. So you start delivering them people, you be in the back of their kitchen, watch them crackers wide up, and you start saying, I didn't even know all that was going on in the back of their place. A lot of places I won't eat at no more. A lot of places, when you go in the back of them, you see the food and how they keep their stuff, and you have to go in the refrigerator and drop that stuff. You go in here, you look at that stuff, you like, that thing's stinking here. You said, no, I don't want to eat it here. You be surprised how the temperature not right. Listen, they ain't throwing away nothing. I'm telling you, a lot of these places, y'all have no idea. These places are really bad. And I do this, don't get me wrong when I say, don't think, oh, you said Pastor, but how you going to know if nobody don't tell you? I didn't know nothing about them crackers and them nasty Indians until I started working doing the job. Then when you get in the kitchen, then you saw how they were, how nasty, how grimy they, you be like, them jokers sell something expired. Let me tell you something, just like these stores, them store I don't buy nothing from them people. Watch them. Them tell they got, they'll buy the stamp. So when a date expires, they can stamp a new date on this stuff. Y'all have no idea. Y'all going in and y'all nigga the expiration date, read. Let me tell you what they do. Those Indian people buy stamps that you can buy and you can stamp and put your own date on that food because they won't throw away nothing. I tell you what, go to one of them Indian gas stations, go look in the trash and see how much outdated stuff in the trash. Go look in your house and pull that date out and you'll find out where they keep it at. They use your pantry. They use your kitchen table. Tell you, man, when you start learning about it, it's just certain stuff I don't buy from. I just don't fool with them. I don't learn them. I done seen them folks with stamps. Them bastards change dates. You see them like, that meat, like they love moving. Listen, them Indian people, go see how many of them open up in white neighborhood. They not finna let, they gonna run that. They not finna let one of them open up no gas station and marry other them people and put that glass wonder up there, catch 3 who won it, matched up all on no one. They don't play that stuff. They're not finna let you put that junk up in there. No. You're not finna, they already know what you do. You're not finna put on no winner, you take no EBT. And selling no groceries out no gas station. They don't play that stuff. Like, no. They don't play that stuff. They'll move in a nigga neighborhood because niggas don't know no better. And you think you smart because you done went to school, so they give you dates. They'll stamp them on there. They gave them something to change dates. Don't you think these crackers got something to change writings? They learned it from white people. Let me tell you something. Y'all know someone asked me, Jill called me 20 times. Why you say Yahushua? Did I tell y'all why I said it? So why y'all ask me? I'll tell you when I'm ready, right? Just stay with what you got. There's so much stuff out here people do. Let me tell you something. There's so much stuff you deal with out here. There's so much stuff. All these people play. All our information we got to get, we got to go to white people to get it. Just being honest. Everything you got to go, and it's a lot of playing. It's a lot of playing out here. There's a lot of research, a lot of stuff. Some of these folks, they'll take anything they just pull up and get. I got to look at these people. I got to watch everything. I just got to watch them. Just give some time. I talk to y'all. So keep calling. I saw Jill call me. Everybody ever text me, what did that you say? Did I tell you? That mean don't ask. Sometimes your mom and daddy do something, you ask something, they'll slap in your mouth. What you ask me for? If I want you to know, I tell you in due time. I don't want everybody to move. Just stay where you at. If I find you in danger going here, I'll let you know. Y'all got it? Just hold what you got. But it's a lot of stuff going on here with these people. You can read and study yourself there. That book done told me, making many books at no end. And much studying and wearing it to the flesh. So we take our time, just wait. We'll talk. But we'll be looking for those watching out there that had their codes. You got them, you need to keep them. You throw them away, shame on you. But I'll be going black soon. And also, not this, what they call Wednesday night. The next Wednesday night, we won't have service. We'll have it that Monday. What date would it be? The 29th is Monday. So 31st is when they're going to have the Halloween. I don't want my people on the street. I got babies and kids and mothers and single mothers and elderly people and young people and other folks. I don't need y'all on the street. You ain't got no business about that. Let them devils have it. I got book for it too. If Malachi now, the book said greater in might. Am I correct? Hold on for a minute. Malachi greater in might. We agree? So why they ain't stay outside and why they went in Luke's house? How many of y'all in here are stronger than a Malachi? So if they had to go in the house with Luke tried to tell them, y'all ain't gonna be stronger than, you know what they told them? Y'all not strong enough down here on these sisters come. Y'all need to be in the house. Trying to tell you, them jokers, listen, they pulled loot in the house. So now I'm gonna, listen, let me tell you something. I know a lot of y'all, I try to outthink me. You ain't gonna outthink me, you're gonna be killing time. I know you ain't smarter than me. Now, I'm just trying to figure out now. Now we got a man from Bethlehem, Yehuda, who was told he was gonna stay out in the street. Told him, you can't stay out here tonight. You need to come stay inside. Even Yahushua, when he went through traveling, they told him, abide with us. You know what they told him was? Now, he got up with the Ruach HaKodesh, and he had to go in the house for the night. Now, this is going to be Halloween. This is all these white, crooked bastards, evil spirits working, all the devilment they can possibly provide and do. And I'm going to go on out here because I'm stronger than Malachi. I'm smarter than Yahushua. They even told him to turn. They told him, man, if it get dark, you don't want to be out here to get dark. That's just being honest. Now, it wouldn't make sense for me to be no. Now, under Jesus Christ, we did a whole lot of stuff. And thinking you can go do some stuff. But I'm not going to be smart than these people in the book now. Now, what's up written aforetime, written for our what? That we through patience come to the scripture. Let me get it right quick. Let me see. 19th chapter, right quick, Barashit. Let me get it. You got to get my money over here, too. I just want to see what happened. Let me just see something right quick. I know that if y'all don't want to be out there, let me tell you something, man. A lot of stuff, let me tell you something. For me, I ain't worried about that. But for me, a lot of stuff, I ain't worried about being out there to a degree, as long as I'm armed up with everything I need to have. But it ain't just about me. But we're armed up with what you all got to have. Don't stop no brick from coming through that window. These bastards throw bricks and rocks out the expressway. All you need to do is be traveling at that nice 65, 70, 75 miles, and they just drop that brick out that expressway bridge. You're done. You losing control of that car. You hit somebody, and you know what? Even if you survive, ain't nobody to blame. Or whoever dropped that rock ain't standing no more. They left. That rock ain't got no address on it. These bastards be waiting on the side. These kids, listen, the adults wicked. These folk rob me and put this stuff, it just don't make sense for it to be out here. Now, I'm just going to look. Y'all mind? Do y'all mind? We mind. Let's just look and see. Right quick, let me see what happened. This is the 18th chapter first, please, Brandon, of the book of Barashit they call Genesis. What's the last verse?
33.
So that means take me up to about 27. Let me see what that say. Now take me up, but make it 20. What is it, 20? Let me say 20. 18, 20. All right. This is 18 to 20. Listen to the book.
And Yahuwah said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great.
Pay attention. Because what now?
The cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great.
What's going to happen?
And because their sin is very grievous.
What happened?
I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it.
Let me take my time, Brandon, because I don't want to misinterpret it. Because this stuff here, listen. Them joking, nigga get hit in the behind. I get that thing all up and it's bad. Folks, listen, it's a lot of complaint about all these sisters down here. A lot of screaming. He said it's so bad. What did he say we're going to do now?
Because their sin is very grievous.
What happened?
I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which is come unto me.
Let's see what happened at 19 and 1. This Barashit, 19 and 1. I know I got something here. They stronger than Malachi. I know I might think y'all be thinking we're not smart. We've been thinking smart. You know what the book said about a wise man? He hide himself. Wise man hide himself. Don't let them be stupid y'all want to with these people. Some stuff you got to realize, listen, these people getting wicked. He has been your ukanon to us. While we've been without information, been stupid, been just testing, trying. And even Yahushua, when they told him to cast himself down, what did he say? Is what? What was written, Ryan? So if I know better, I'm going to go on ahead and try it anyway with him. So don't tempt me, son. Don't do that. I'm giving you enough Wilson to tell you to start these people away. All right, let's see what happened. It's 19:1. Listen.
And there came two Malachim to Sodom at even.
Uh-huh.
And Lut sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lut, seeing them, rose up to meet them. And he bowed himself with his face toward the ground.
Yeah.
And he said, Behold now, my Adon, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night.
You said stay where now?
Turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house.
And do what?
And tarry all night.
Anywhere in the city, because right here, one thing about when you hear him, you save anywhere. Listen what happened.
Into your servant's house,
Yeah.
and tarry all night.
What happened?
And wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early and go on your ways.
What happened?
And they said, Nay, but
No.
we will abide in the street all Layla.
And he might not know who. He might didn't know who they were. They said, no. We covered the really nigga you ever done seen. We gonna stay here all night. What happened, Brandon?
And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him, and entered into his house.
Good,
and
what
he
you
made them a
said?
feast.
No, can't nobody talk us down. No. Once it come out my mouth, whatever I'm gonna do, that's got that. Devil in hell can't make me turn around. What happened?
And he made them a feast, and did bake them unleavened bread, and they did eat.
What happened?
But before they lay down, the Anashim of the city, even the Anashim of Sodom, compassed the house round,
Yeah.
both old and young,
Yeah.
all the people from every quarter.
Yeah.
And they called unto Lut, and said unto him, Where are the Anashim which came in to thee this Layla?
All them niggas, what you think happened to these jokers still outside? Them jokers from everywhere. Listen, everybody outside. Look out the one, you're like, what the world is that? They looking for y'all joker. Them jokers know when some Fred meat coming out. Everybody else boo they smell. They like, I smell some boo that ain't been touched. What happened?
Bring them out unto us, that we may know them.
See that? Going out there with them. Go ahead now. What happened?
And Lut went out at the door unto them,
Yeah.
and shut the door after him,
Yeah.
and said, I pray you, Akim, do
Please.
not so wickedly.
Please don't do that. What happened?
Behold, now I have two Banuth, which have not known Ish.
Yeah.
Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you.
Yeah.
And do ye to them as is Taub in your eyes.
What about them guys?
Only unto these Anashim do nothing.
Listen.
For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof.
Yeah.
And they said, Stand back.
So-
And they said again, This one fellow came in to sojourn,
Where?
and he will needs be a Shaphat.
See that? You hear what Luke tried to tell them? He said, that's why I got them to come in my house so y'all wouldn't do this. This is why I told them to come in the house. I told them to come out, don't stay out here in this street with these people. Come inside the house for this very reason, because I know how y'all guys here. Y'all will rape a nigga in a minute. He said, that's why they abide in my shadow of my house. I put them here for safety. What happened, Brandon?
Now will we deal worse with thee than with them.
We finna tear your boot up now. Them jokers said they came to get some booty. They don't get their booty, your booty on deck. They said, we finna tear your behind up. You thought we finna get their booty. We finna show enough muscle up in your behind. Listen what happened.
And they pressed sore upon the Ish, even
Yeah.
Lut, and came near to break the door. But the Anashim put forth their hand and pulled Lut into the house to them.
You said they came outside with Luther started swinging, knocking sisters. What now?
But the Anashim put forth their hand and pulled Lut into the house to them.
Hold on for a minute now. I'm trying to think that. You said they pulled a mighty sword and came out there and started slaying sisters.
And pulled Lut into the house to them and shut the door.
I'm going to be outside Halloween night. These guys, they were coming out there because they were going to stay outside all night. They seen how these sisters were finna get the loot and they going to be working. Them jokers said, you need to be here with us. These niggas crazy out here. Great in might. Great in might. And they come in and they get in the house and pull him in the house. Yeah, I'm going to be out here playing around. He getting up Wilson now. We can't keep being stupid. If we go down, we going to die. Die for a cause. Don't die for no stupid stuff. Dying for Ryan Halloween getting hit with no brick, that's just stupid. Some stuff we ain't got to do. Die for a real cause. Pick something to die for a real cause. Die because you striving against sin, not because nobody trick or treat. Let them folk have. That dude, he said, he had them men and stay in his house till the sun come up. He said, y'all can leave early in the morning. Please don't go out here and be on the street trying to be bad and bold with these people. You don't know what kind of people these are out here. But when they seen them come, how them people was, they pulled him in the house and said, man, this is where we need to be. in the house till in the morning. This all my doctrine. Y'all hear me make this up? Now ask me which one of these I can't hear stronger than the Malachi. Now we talking about two of them. There's two of them, they pull him in the house. Why they ain't come out there swinging, throwing niggas every which way but loose? Why they ain't command fire to come down and burn it up? They said, boy, better get in the house tonight. The night be smart to stay in the house. Remember that 19 chapter right quick of Shaphatim. All I'm trying to do, I know I got them in here before. I already see them. I see they, listen, I know they intel in their heart. They always think they smart. Here come a tale. I'm out here, nothing happening. I'm right. Why you tempting Yahuwah? Oh, listen, I'm putting my life on the line for something worth dying for. I ain't got time to be playing with no Halloween. Ain't even my stuff. That's them sinner stuff. And I ain't got no, but let them sinners have it. Well, they gonna hurt you one night to get to them sinners. Let them go. They're like they realize, let them sinners have it. Come tomorrow, we burn the place down. As they look at come tomorrow, we gonna burn it down. This is the 19th chapter of the book of Shaphatim. 19, let's see what about verse 17? Let's see what I want. Listen to the book.
And when he had lifted up his eyes, he saw a wayfaring Ish in the street of the city. And the old Ish said, Whither goest thou?
Yeah.
And whence comest thou?
Yeah.
And he said unto him, We are passing from Bethlehem, Yehuda, toward the side of Mount Ephraim.
Yeah.
From thence am I, and I went to Bethlehem, Yehuda, but I am now going to the house of Yahuwah.
Yeah.
And there is no Ish that receiveth me to house. Yet there is both straw and provender for our asses, and there is bread and wine also for me, and for thy handmaid, and for the young Ish which is with thy servants. There is no want of anything. And the old Ish said, Shalom be with thee. Howsoever let all thy wants lie upon me, only lodge not in the street.
You said what now?
Howsoever let all thy wants lie upon me,
and what else?
Only lodge not in the street.
He said, listen, man, you can keep all that stuff you got now. Son, you need to come to the house. I said, you, because he thinking, because he got all that stuff, he good out there in that street. Son, that ain't where you want to be at. He said, listen, you can keep that stuff. I'll take care of you and your family and the young man. You need to be out the street. Listen to the book. Y'all know this is all my doctrine. I'm using this for my own gain to deceive y'all for Halloween. Think about it. Look at the gain I'm going to get from you not being out for Halloween. This all going, and you can't even see it. Listen to the book. Because they always trying to outthink me for some reason. What do y'all get out of trying to outthink me? It's your safety. He telling man for his safety that he didn't need to be in the street. Let's see what happened.
So he brought him into his house and gave provender unto the asses, and they washed their feet and did eat and drink.
Yeah.
Now as they were making their hearts merry, behold, the anashim of the city, certain Beni of Belial, beset the house round about, and beat at the door.
See that? That's chaff, beating at the door. Worthless. Useless. They start beating at the door. Wow.
And spake to the master of the house, the old Ish, saying, Bring forth the Ish that came into thine house, that we may know him.
See that? Never end. They came to the door knocking. I mean, these folk watching you. They watching. They know who coming in and out. I see you. Y'all can't play with these people, man. Y'all got to know when you got to use your head at some point. Listen, you who are making it. Hey, but we ain't supposed to be scared of nothing. You ain't supposed to be stupid either. Don't make sense to be stupid. It's just some stuff. Listen, you can live one more yum and avoid their foolishness. Y'all know how these people operate. Y'all know how these people are. Let them have that one day. Let them have it. I remember my older daughter, her aunt, she used to work at Greater Hospital. And it was a Halloween. And a guy was coming around and he would trick or treat. Came right up there. That's why you can't go through Greater Hospital no more. They put all that security up because of her. That joker came up to her office, took a razor, and cut her up. Listen, she still got the butchered her up right in the hospital, cut her up. She would have died. She wouldn't have been at the hospital already. Years ago, you usually could go all through Greater Hospital. You can go. That's why they cut all that out because of her. Man, they having somebody having found her off and now cut up. That joker done creeped in there. He got Halloween stuff. Cut her up. Left her for dead. Only thing say the fact that she was in the hospital. Man, y'all know how much stuff these people going to get away with for Halloween? Because people going to be sitting around being stupid, telling how cute they is. for the kid. The kids ain't killing, it's the grown people. They're going to use the kid to deflect. I had a guy I know years ago, a lady and her kid came to his mom and them house and trick-or-treated. And they gave him some candy. And they went back out and they went to some more houses. They came back again because they said they hadn't got that much candy and knocked on the door. So this time they let them in. They had a robbing crew with them. Beat their mom and dad real good and took their stuff. A woman and a kid. Who would think something about a woman and a kid? They been in your house the first time, you cautious, so you give them some and let them go. They come back again, told them they didn't mind they could trick-or-treat, get some more, because they didn't really get that much. So this time they opened the door and let them in. Worst thing they ever did. These people like right at their 80s beat the brakes off them and robbed them. Y'all go ahead and play. Listen, I own my door. I guarantee them open my shoe. I ain't got time for no fools, man. Listen, I'm not playing with these people with this stuff. Let them devils have it. I'm trying to tell you, I'm looking just like that Martin King. You better look at me. I'm a judge. You know what a judge do? I pass sinners. I pass sinners to you. I'm not playing with these people. Listen, let these sinners have it. Stay on in your house. I don't go out there with them folks looking. Listen, let them have it. These devils are going to lurk. They're going to play. Listen, police can't stop all them people because they hadn't done nothing yet. The police got to ride by and look and know this ain't right, but guess what? You can't watch all it. It's going to be 2 men on walking, 2 men on pacing, 2 men on... By the time this, they're going to follow in the store to get stuck. And that thing know these store getting stuck up. The description they going to give, police going to look at, man, we ain't going to catch these people. It's too many people out here with the stuff on. It's too many of them. Don't make sense for you. Let these other people be appetizing dinner for these people. Let them, when you hear about it, oh, man, I got robbed and beat up. Well, we in my bed, we were just out there trick-or-treating. Oh, good to hear. I mean, oh, yeah. Let these other dummies sit out here and play. Y'all ain't got time down here with these people. It ain't worth, listen, it ain't worth it. I'm telling you, they're going to be throwing rocks. They're going to be doing stuff they got. You need to talk to your kids. Y'all don't need to eat these people candy. These people know how to open candy. They know how to put some on it and wrap it back up. This looks sealed to you. All you folk got to do. One piece of candy. Which one it was? I'm just asking, which one? Which one was it? Which one was it? Which one? Show me which one. That one. It was this one. That's how clever these kids are. Now, I just showed them, all I used was 3. I just let them, could y'all tell which one it was? This is the one right here. So when your friends come to school now, and they got a bag of candy, which one is it? Which one gonna be? Come here for a minute, let me see. Yeah, come on. Can you tell which one of these I opened up and I licked? Show it to them. Which one was it? Because I just showed it to you. Thank you. Come on, Rachel. Can you show them which one I opened? You want a piece of candy? Which one did I pick up and I licked? Good. Show it to them because it was that one. Good. Good one. Thank you, sweetie. This is only 3. Now, what's she going to do with a bag? What these kids going to do with a bag? Come on for a minute, Ian. No, come. Yeah, you ain't got to put. You say need a shoe. Don't worry about it. It's going to take too long. Don't worry about it. It'll be Halloween over. Come on now. Tell them which piece I opened up and I licked. Show it to them. Good. Thank you. This is what's going to happen when y'all let these kids go to school and their friends come in with a bag of candy. Now, all I did was just open it up and licked it. What if I'd have put it in my behind? Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. What if I'm a pervert and I piss on it? Or I put it in my pants? What if I put it in some kind of little powder, some cocaine or something? Or some other type of pills? They couldn't even tell which one. That's all I let them chew from 3. What they going to do with a bag of candy when they come to school the next day? That's how quick they're going to get our kids. Can I get those? Just throw all of them in the garbage. Yeah. I know. They think I'm them nasty nigga like them and they some Indians. But the thing I'm trying to get y'all to see, that's how quick you can trick a kid. None of these kids ain't going to turn no heart, going to turn no candy down. Maybe why Junior because they're older. But some of the other ones in him, they going to go along and follow and get it. They saw them kids with candy, kid bad. By the time that candy get in there, one of them get sick. Where they got it from? Let me see what kind of candy you had. Let me just see that.
Cam had this.
Cam had this.
Cam.
Now, if you start searching, I wasn't the only one with that can. How many more of y'all got this? Hold up. How many of y'all got some of this in here right now? How many of y'all? All us in here together in the class. Let me see the hands up. Now, these kids been eating. All us got candy. So who gave it to them? He said Uncle Ted. But I just want y'all to understand something. When these people get mixed in, y'all know how many kids gonna have Twix, Snickers, Skittles? This is a popular candy, am I correct? You finna turn down, not just Halloween. Somebody got some Skittles. You finna say no? Somebody got Snickers. You finna say no? Kit Kat. You finna say no? These are popular candies, am I correct? Guess what the people gonna play with? Popular candy. So by the time something happen, all of us got that candy. Who to say it came from me? By the time your kids switch classes, if they switch class, sometimes they switch and other kids got candy. So now it's a matter of where they got the candy from during the course of the day. In which class? We got to start taking this stuff serious. I don't want to try to, y'all ain't going to take no time because y'all keep thinking you're going to pray, your prayer is useless. Yeah. You're going to have some sense with your praying. That's good, Brandon. I just wanted to say it.